We're back, baby. From the Death Can't Wait studios of Arizona, the controversy goes on. Some say conspiracy, some say it's real. And I'm going to give you some more facts on the situation of Conor McGregor, the injury at 329, UFC news, UFC Oklahoma fight week with the MMA-Holes. Yes, let's go.
Wonderful.
How's everyone doing? Get comfortable because this is another MMA-Holes live stream where we dig into the stories and give you guys the information that you deserve. Everyone hit the like button as we get comfortable in the new Fight Buddies studio over here. Gave it a little bit of a facelift. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully it's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Shout out to UndisputedBelts.com. They supply us with the greatest in customized belts. UndisputedBelts.com. All right, let me see if I can get this chat in here right. The chat doesn't look bad. All right, let's see. I'm going to do this over here. Chat. And that's good. Top dog is below me. I should have done this on the members only, but it doesn't look terrible. Let's see the chat. Where's the chat at? Chat is over here. Chat. Okay, let's see. Not terrible. All right, keep chatting away. I want to do something really quick while I got you here. I probably could make it a little. It's not terrible. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it kind of works. All right, we're just gonna leave it like that. It could be a lot worse. All right. Okay. Anyway, gonna be bad. Gonna be bad, my nigga. All right, so I saw something that dropped online. A tweet on X. Do you even call them tweets anymore? I don't even know. But I'm gonna be showing you guys something here that it really made me raise my eyebrows. Now, you guys have known that we were live for 329, of course, because you're all subscribed to the channel. It was another glorious stream. We actually destroyed everyone again with the ratings. It's just phenomenal performance by the MMA-Holes once again. Best fight reaction show in the world. Not surprised. As we were reacting to this card, 329, I was having a blast. Like, the whole card was great. And all I wanted for this card to end was not just Conor McGregor to win. Of course I wanted to win. Get my prediction right. You know, we have a big celebration, blah, blah, blah. But what I wanted to see was a fight. Because even if he didn't win, the comedy afterwards of oh, he got smashed, he got this, he got that, that would have been a lot of fun to deflect and try to work my way around. We all got robbed of a situation here where a fight didn't even take place. An injury appeared in the middle of nowhere as a leaping gazelle, Conor McGregor, tries to spin a whimsically head-kicking Max Holloway. Completely failed. He falls down. He's like, fight me! And Max is like, I don't want to fight you, man. You hurt. Wait, stop a fight. It was like a complete circus. Max Holloway getting on the microphone says, let's win it back. Let's get that money. Like, basically admitting to conning the fans. Conor McGregor completely avoids all media, avoids a post-fight interview, avoids everything. The UFC just drags him out of the cage, past the locker room, to his car. Now, when all this thing happened and all the fans are just like, what's going on? Everyone's in shock. The people watching at home are in shock. It would be nice to have some answers. The commentary team, in hindsight, goes back and then they find the video of Conor about to step inside. This is actually the commentary team doing this. They watch and they say, oh, maybe he hurt himself. Maybe he is injured, like the way he took his shoe off. When I did my reaction, I posted a short. I also did a video. I was up at 1 in the morning after the fight. Just couldn't sleep. And I was like, there's something not right. And a video popped in front of me of Conor McGregor going into a pain management facility. And I had to instantly put this video out there. It did pretty well. Go check it out if you missed it. After seeing more and more information, like, for instance, there's a video circulated. Now, this could be like a conspiracy. And by the way, I reached out to a guy that maybe he'll come on the stream tonight. It was last second. But I reached out to the gentleman who, hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, let me send this guy a link. He might come on. This is actually good. I'll read what this guy said over here. So this is new information we're going to be seeing today, and I'm actually going to bring someone in that made a statement that is kind of crazy. Here we go. I'll just throw that in there. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to put this in here like so. Get ready, just in case I can get this guy in here. He might come in. Okay. So let me show you. Every time I open up StreamYard, it's like it's so glitchy, man. So glitchy. Like I feel like, all right, it's okay. You can deal with this. So okay, hold on, let me send this guy. Okay, so yeah, the gentleman that actually posted this, I'm actually talking to right now. Okay, so check out this tweet over here. I missed this a couple of days ago. This came after the event happened, and I found it fascinating. So I'm like, okay, let's talk about this here, and I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat. All right, so we're gonna drop this puppy down here like so. And there we go. Okay. So this is from JC, Josh at Josh on Air. Now you may recognize this guy. Here, let me get a. Hold on a second. Let's go like this. What the fuck, dude? I can't get to his profile. All right, here we go. Okay. So here he is, Josh on Air. Okay, on X. Go follow him over there. If you look closely, this is. I think they called him Pink Shirt Guy, right? Isn't that the guy? The pink shirt guy from back in the day who asked like I don't want to say controversial, but asked a funny question to McGregor. It's been X amount of times you've been in a fight or something like that, or I can't remember the exact question. But I'm pretty sure this is the guy that the tweet came out from. He used to be at all the press conferences. He caught a little heat because like, oh, why can't they ask normal questions? You know, a lot of people. But I mean, hey, he got traction from that, so something worked. But something happened in between, and this is why I hope he comes on the show tonight. He puts out a tweet and says, my UFC credential has already been revoked, so I've got nothing to lose. I wonder why they revoked his credential. Now, we've been having issues with credentials as well with the UFC. It's like a favorite. It's like it's so annoying, the process to get in there. They have a knucklehead that has like 4 subscribers on YouTube, has a shitty website that no one watches. Boom, you're allowed in. But you have like the greatest channel on YouTube in the world, 10 years strong, covering the sport. You know, worked with ESPN, worked with Paramount, a pioneer of the game. Not allowed.
Wonderful.
And Pink Shirt Guy as well. So it says, my UFC credentials has been revoked, so I've got nothing to lose. Here's the truth. Get ready for this. This is going to knock your socks off over here. Conor and team informed Dana earlier in the week that he had a knee injury. Dana told them the show must go on. No refunds. Because of financial implications, McGregor was forced to try. People inside became aware that a McGregor was comprised, and that's why the betting line moved significantly prior to the walkouts. It's quite a statement over here. But since in excess of 80% plus of the bets and money legally wagered were on McGregor, this allowed the UFC sportsbook partners to win tens of millions in profit from unsuspecting and uninformed customers. Shameful and disgusting business practice for the sake of pure greed, all at the expense of their own fans.
Federal fucking prison.
What do you guys think about that statement? Now, the reason why I want this gentleman to come on the show is this guy was doing media for a while. He's been revoked, and then he has this information. Now, this is a pretty big bombshell that he's dropped on social media. It's a pretty big bombshell. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I know. I tried to dance around it, and I read it as is. But listen, it is what it is. So now I reached out to him. I said, hey, man, you want to come on the show? I said, it's last minute. We're live right now. He seems interested. We'll see if he comes on. I sent him the link to StreamYard. If he comes on, then he will explain the statement over there. But it just is another thing that's thrown out there that kind of backs the case. He can't prove this. He's taking out he's talking out of his ass. Well, that's why I like to have him come on. Like, what's his source? What's going on over here? Now, I gave a ton of information out there in the lead up, and as time goes by, there's just more and more videos that pop up. There's this video over here. Now, this is a lip reading thing. We don't know for sure, but according to this, they're saying Mel Gibson tells Vince Vaughn before McGregor fight, his knee is messed up, and Vince Vaughn goes, okay, and he says, you'll see. Okay, now I want you to look at the mouth over here. I'm not a lip reading expert. Now, this is where, like, it gets into that dicey water. I think with him walking into the pain management clinic, I think the video of him hobbling, getting into the cage, I think the video of him in the cage, where he's literally looks like he's terrified. I mean, there's countless videos and people talking about this, but we said it the night of. I was watching as it was going on. I'm like, there's something seriously wrong with Conor McGregor. Something is not right. And the idea that the UFC knew about this makes all the sense in the world. I brought it up on Moss and Jesse's show. Go check it out. Moss and Jesse's show, a great show. I put out a next tweet over here. Actually, let me play this really quick with the Mel Gibson, and I'll tell you about the refunding situation, because the UFC would be forced to refund tickets if the main event loses a dance partner. They'd be forced to refund people. Here's Mel Gibson, the great Mel. Here's Braveheart, and here's Mr. Wedding Crasher. Okay, well, here's with the fucking music, right? So he whispers something to Vince, and he's like, oh, and he kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, you'll see. Now, I don't know if that's true. It seems like a far-fetched thing over here. This seems like the weakest bit of information. But could you imagine? Apparently, Mel Gibson knew about this already, and he whispered to Vince Vaughn. Now, I don't think this kind of information would be leaked to celebrities. I think that this is such a closed-door situation because God forbid this information got out. God forbid this situation leaked to the public. We're talking
federal fucking prison.
We're talking big bad news that's about to go down. We're talking some big bad stuff. Move on. Wait, hold on. Move on. They didn't drag him out. He left. He hurt his leg and poor dude. Why do you think he left? I don't know if you're a dude. It's Jody Parker. Is that a male or female? I have no idea. A young lady or a young man. Why do you think he left? When he snapped his leg in half, he did the interview, cut a promo. Why did he avoid all media? Why did he avoid any post-fight interview to explain to the fans the biggest gate in UFC history, knowing that people spent 10 to 15 grand on tickets? People flew across the country, across the world, whatever, to go see Conor fight. And he just leaves? Dips out? That's not Conor McGregor. That's not what he does. He would at least supply a situation like what some information on the issue. They said, get the fuck out of here. Get in your car and go home. That's what they said. Go home. Go to your hotel. Get out of Dodge. Don't answer anything. And then what happens? A statement comes out on X. Released. He made $30 million, allegedly, to do this. $30 million. Okay? If he did not show up to fight, $30 million out the window. Right out the window. Now, I think this injury throughout fight week was there. I think it was progressively getting worse, but he felt, hey, man, if I could just drag myself to work, I'll just get hurt on the job. That's what I'm thinking. I'm telling you, man, this situation is strange. And any fan would have been refunded that said, hey, this is not what I paid for. They would have got their money back. Could you imagine right before International Fight Week, biggest gate of all time? Could you imagine if all these UFC fans are like, I want my money back? Or could you, what's even worse is after the fact, News gets out that he was indeed injured. Somehow someone leaks information that the UFC knew all along. We're talking major legal shit going on here. There is something strange. There's a smoking gun. And this is not like people can say, oh, this is a cope situation. No. What I'm trying to do is defend the fans. I don't give a shit that Conor McGregor technically lost. I couldn't give a shit if he wins or loses, to be honest with you. It's fun. We have a good time. We're fans. I'm talking about there's a bigger thing going on right now. And they're disguising it as a conspiracy. They're disguising this. If you notice, anyone that is connected to the UFC is running around saying, those stupid conspiracy people. They're just lumping, must be a bunch of flat earthers or some shit. There's too much evidence. There's more evidence that there was an injury before he got in there than it actually happened in that cage. There's way more evidence. And what are we going to do? Just no big deal. I mean, technically, I shouldn't give a fuck. I had a great night. People were donating. I had a lot of views. Got a bunch of subscribers. Why should I care? I feel bad for the people that went. What if I went? I was this close to going to Las Vegas. I had MMA-Holes traveling to Vegas. Fight never happened. Like 9/11, like COVID. Now listen, you guys know, man, like throughout the years, when it comes to like the 9/11 stuff or even COVID, like I wasn't on board with all that stuff. I was like, oh man, you guys, come on, what's going on here? But after COVID, post-COVID, we got to be able to entertain every bit of information. We can't just roll over and say, oh, that's the truth. No, we just got conned out of this. Now, the good news is it wasn't pay-per-view, right? So if you have Paramount Plus, you just waste your night. Just wasted your night, right? That's it. Just Smokey, thank you. But I'm going to read this again for those that just came in over here. Smokey, thank you for the $5. I don't think it's going to go through. Why not? But it did go to the goal. I appreciate that. Smokey says, Dana and Conor never lie. Wonderful, wonderful, mad stand-up Carns. They all are. They all are. I mean, this is Conor. This is Conor McGregor. Before he fought. When, in his entire career, have we ever seen this guy? Oh, this fucking music. Stupid music. Look at him. And I'm not talking about, hey, he looks old, he looks this and that. Look at him. It looks like he just lost a loved one. Guys, if you look at any video of Conor McGregor before he got ready to go, kick off a fight, he's like crouching. He's like eyeing his opponent. He's giving him the hands. This guy over here, man. Dude, this is not him, man. And Greg says he's almost trying to tell us, yeah, it's like he's screaming for fucking help. But it's because it's one of the biggest cons in UFC history. The biggest gate in UFC history turns into the biggest con in UFC history. Mark my words, there's going to be some sort of documentary on this. Mark my words, by the time Conor McGregor is done with his contract, the truth will prevail. And you're all going to go back to these videos and live streams and be like, holy shit, he was fucking right. Holy shit. It's such a bizarre situation. And the crazy part is this guy's got another fight on his contract. And we're going to do this all over again. Could you imagine what the lead up like that's going to look like? Let me read this guy's statement again for those that just came in. I have a video I want to show you. So this guy JC says, my UFC credential has already been revoked, so I've nothing to lose. Now, the weird thing about this statement, and I hope he comes on tonight. Like I said, I sent him a DM. I don't know what the source is. If we can get the source to this statement over here, case is completely closed. It's locked, it's sealed, it's closed. We need to find out what the source of this information is, because this is a statement that, I mean, it's a pretty wild statement to be put out there. How come my StreamYards alerts aren't working? What the fuck? It's only for super chats for some reason. I'll read them out. Super chat. This is what psychedelics do to persons. You change. I mean, yeah, Conor, I think it's alcohol, to be honest. If you look at the side effects of alcohol, I think alcohol destroyed him on top of the other stuff. But the partying, the alcohol fucks you up. Okay. Conor and team informed Dana earlier in the week that he had a knee injury. Dana told them the show must go on, no refunds. Because of financial implications, McGregor was forced to try. Now, he says he spelled compromise wrong, but people inside became aware that McGregor was compromised, and that's why the betting line moved significantly prior to the walkout. Now, let me just say this. I'm going to play the other side to the betting line thing. I will say this. I believe the betting line moved because gamblers are very smart, especially the ones that are like in the game each and every night, each and every week. There are guys that legit wake up and they start studying and try to beat the system. And I believe that I said in the beginning that the line was going to get very, very close. Everyone's going to start dumping money on McGregor. Drake put money on like $1 million on him. Everyone's just dumping money on McGregor because it's fun. It's not logical. It's fun. It's a fun bet. When I picked McGregor, it's a fun prediction because if McGregor wins, I get the best rewards of all time. If he loses, who cares? You make fun of me. I don't give a shit. But if you put a bet on you win that, boy, it's going to feel great. So everyone's dumping money on McGregor. The gamblers waited for the line to get closer and then just slammed Holloway at the end, and the line started to separate again. So I personally don't think it's because of inside information. I believe that Conor was injured. Yes, correct. But the thing I don't believe is that there was a bunch of inside information where money moved towards Max. Is it possible? Sure. It's very possible. But I believe that the UFC was in on knowing that he was injured, and I don't think gambling was attached to that. That's just my opinion there. But let me know in the chat what you guys think. Betting line move because of the Mohawk. When people saw the Mohawk, they're like, oh, slam Max? Maybe. Maybe they just saw his face. I don't know. 2 weeks ago, it was going around MMA forums and MMA gyms that Conor was injured, but the UFC wasn't going to allow potential money to be made ruined by it. Mr. Boobs. Now, I didn't see any of that stuff, but I 100% believe it. Like, I 100% believe that there was something sort of leaked because there was a video. And let me show this guy's video over here. Check this out. Let me pull this up real quick. I got here a little bit late, so I don't have everything super queued up. But I got you. I got you guys covered. Guys, hit the like if you haven't done so. And it's a shitty time to be an MMA fan. Like, I love the UFC. I've covered it for 10 years. It's just shit. It's complete shit to be like talking about this kind of nonsense. You know, I was genuinely excited about the Mac coming back. Okay, let me pull this video up here. This guy kind of broke it down pretty good, but this is like all after my video. I was literally like the first person to post the video other than the guy that actually posted the Hollywood Fix. They posted the video of McGregor walking out of this, walking to this PT place or whatever the hell you want to, pain management place. I was the first in the middle of the night to drop a video on this. So I take full, I pat myself on the back for this. But this channel over here, Questionable Call with Josh Cohen, breaks it down nicely, so I'll put it down.
We've got a developing situation as the UFC is now being investigated after being accused of defrauding fans and bettors out of tens of millions of dollars by not revealing that Conor McGregor was injured before the fight. We explain with Anajar and Levine accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. Up first, watch as Dana White over-explains when first confronted by a reporter.
This was the first red flag for me. After the entire media scrum, Dana White is about to walk away and then comes back to the microphone to re-explain the situation. Oh, no, we would have never known about that. We would have never. Right, Jay Beers? Like, we would have never known about it. By the way, open up phone lines. We get Jay Beers on the show, right?
Federal fucking prison.
Looked like he had a hard time putting out his sneakers. Could he have been injured before the fight?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, that I don't know. I mean, the day of the press conference, he came running out of the back and ran right up to him and stopped abruptly and, squared off with him. They were pushing foreheads and...
Yeah, but now watch as he gets defensive when it's pointed out that Conor would just need to start the fight to earn $30 million.
It's just a question of getting paid if you step in the cage.
What's that?
The question of getting paid as you step in the cage was...
Well, listen, if anybody saw anything that could have possibly made him look weak or injured leading up to this fight, I mean, what'd the face-off do? 44 million in 24 hours? More than 44 million views. Somebody would have saw something.
Well, people were posting videos of Conor McGregor taking forever to take his shoes off or put his shoes on when he was in his underwear. The only thing is Joe Rogan was the distraction because Joe Rogan was kind of checking him out. He was like, a black
man can't drink?
I don't know if that soundbite worked, but anyway.
Anybody see something? No. If they did, they didn't say it, which is impossible.
There
Nobody
we go.
would do that.
Scott just said it there. Yeah, people were already talking about that. Now, I didn't say he was injured at the press conference. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe it. The only time I started thinking something was real was like in the cage. And you know what? There could have been a minor injury throughout fight week. And then after that whole thing in the back room when he's hopping in and out and everyone's like, oh, look, he's fine. He's throwing his kick in the back room. He could have tweaked it right after that video was done. Like right after they were recording him, he could have really tweaked it. The cameras went off and he contacts Dana. He's like, yeah, man, my knee's it's fucking jacked up. What do you think Dana's going to say? Go home, kid. We'll just pretend. It's over now. We'll just go home. Paddy Pimblett got his win. We'll just send everyone home. How do you think that would work out?
Yeah, but after leaving the press area, watch as Dana returns.
So that was the questions he asked. Watch how he comes back.
To address it yet again.
So when we were talking about the guy over here earlier asking about there being a pre-injury, just on my accounts, the face-off that day is at 80 million views, right? So if there was a pre-existing injury, somebody would have noticed it.
Now, this channel is called Questionable Call with Josh Cohen, who's basically grabbed all the information that everyone's thrown out there and put into his little video. He did a nice job, so that's why I'm showing it. But go check out this guy's channel.
He was limping, put his shoes on. He ran right at him.
Yeah, but now watch as he doubles down on this flawed defense.
I don't think there was. Anything is possible, but he sure didn't look like it. And for 80 million just on my accounts, that number's got to be massive. And nobody noticed anything. So
now think about this. He was literally about to leave the media. What would make him just go back? No one told him to go back. What would make him go back and say, oh, by the way, I mean, we really didn't know. We had no idea he was hurt. I mean, he might have been, but we didn't know. Why would he over-explain that? He should have just fucking left. There's no possible way. There's no possible way that they didn't know about this. Conor fought injured. I 100% agree. Jay Beers, you survived the Vegas trip. That's good. Nina Drama didn't get robbed. She was there for free fights. Yeah, there's a video. I'm not going to get into it.
Oh, there you go.
But Dr. Brian Soderbergh says, oh, UFC, why do you do this to yourself? This defense doesn't hold up at all. I'm not trying to add fuel to the fire, but this rationale is nonsense. And then he points out who he is and what it is he does. Yep.
Okay, so now they're going to play the doctor's video. This guy always, every time someone gets hurt, he puts a video out there. So we'll get to see what he has to say. I don't know why Super Chats are not playing, but I'm going to read them. Oh, actually, I didn't give you the top dog. I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to give it to Smokey on the next one here. I think he was the first to donate. Do you foresee injury to perineum and beehole? What the hell? Perineum? Or the perennial nerve? Is that what you're talking about? I think, but the beehole, yes. I think definitely. Smokey with the 5 says, I heard Jay Beers was in crowd with a mirror angling in such a way that it hit Conor in the eyes, and that's why he landed wrong. Yeah, maybe. It could be.
Federal fucking prison.
All right, Smokey, let's put you up in the lights as the top dog. Thank you guys for the donations. The Streamlabs, for some reason, are going to work, but I do not know why. I do not know why. It's not playing on here. Okay, here we go. Smokey. We'll go Smokey for the 5. This is bootleg top dog over here. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for the donations. Let's try to get the phone lines open. There we go. Smokey's up in the lights. At the top dog. Yeah, Smokey. Thank you so much, Smokey. The top dog has moved over here now, so we're prime real estate. I was thinking, top dog, if I'm clipping stuff, you got to be really seen. So I put you guys over there as top dog. Thank you. Thank you, Smokey. Federal fucking prison.
Federal fucking prison.
Yeah, but here comes the evidence that the UFC was lying. Served by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Order now at budschicken.com. Days before the fight.
This guy threw in an ad. Hold on, let me pull it up over here. I like how he squeezed that area in. 1,000 Swords, thank you so much. This is Nina Drama, the only one who didn't get robbed from the event. Free ride, free everything. All right? I mean, he's got $6. Let's go. We got a new top dog over here. Let's go, champs. Let's go. 1,000 Swords. 1,000 Swords with a $6 donation. All righty. 1,000 Swords. Okay. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. You're the new top dog, baby. Let's go. Dog. Ah! KC coming in with a $2 super chat, and he says, unlike Moss, do not make fun of this guy's voice. I know I should, right? It's too easy of a target, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too easy. It's too easy to do. I can't do that. Would you like me to?
Conor was seen visiting this medical center in Newport, California. In this exclusive video obtained by the Hollywood Fix, McGregor is...
I was the first person to show this video after these people uploaded it. These people uploaded this video. The Hollywood Fix uploaded this video 3 days before the fight. After the fight was done, I was scrolling through YouTube. I got recommended this video. I was like, what? I went on it. It got like 6,000 views. No one was talking about it, and that's when I made my video on this. Everyone now is talking about this. This is the biggest piece of evidence right over here. This we got to take into consideration. De La Vie has said with the $9 donation, thank you so much. De La Vie, he says, I want top. Please give me top. You can get on top of me, buddy. There we go. 1,000 Swords is knocked out. You can get right on top of me. Oh, that's a membership one. Hold on a second. Let's just do this like that. Get rid of that. Alrighty. It's a little different because my alert's not working, but we'll get it. We'll make it happen over here. De La Vie 52 with the 999. Let me fix that. I hate when things go wrong. Top dog. Hey. All right, let's get back to the action. Thank you guys for the support. Appreciate the donations.
Wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. We are, if you're just jumping in, we keep on finding more information here, but we're doing a little recap of the situation. Look this is Conor McGregor. I mean, he's on the other side over there, walking in to the pain management.
Trying to go unnoticed as he enters a medical building in Newport, California. But you'll notice security's taking a look around to see who sees him.
It is a little weird. Yeah, the security was like looking around. He was walking a little weird. It wasn't like he was super limping, but he had a little weird walk, an odd way of going. And you had the security looking around. Look at this guy over here. Oh, weird and shit. Like, calm down. Yeah, we're recording you.
The building in question is 1401 Avocado, also known as the Medical Center Plaza, which houses Kramer Orthopedics, which is Dr. Warren Kramer, who handles high-profile athletes like McGregor. Yeah, but it's here where Dr. Brian Sutterer begins to poke holes in Dana White's defense.
They showed this on the broadcast like right after the fight was over, basically showing McGregor when he was weighing in. You see, again, we're worried about his right leg. And as he goes to take that right shoe off, he kind of stumbles, but then very clearly doesn't want to put a bunch of weight down on that right leg.
Yeah, but here's where he absolutely destroys it.
And they brought this up as like, well, we don't want to speculate if he was injured going into the fight. But this absolutely, to me, looks like somebody who was dealing with something on that right knee, didn't want to put their weight down on it, to brace and catch their fall.
Yeah, but now take a look at the video for yourself. What do you notice?
We're going to show you some video. Again, we're not speculating. We're just going to show you this video.
So this is the actual broadcast talking about him coming in. Like, after the fights were done, this was kind of a misplay by them. Because if the UFC does know about this, why would they even talk about, hey, he might have been injured before he got into the fight? Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. By the way, J Beer is coming in with a $5 donation. And J Beers, actually, no, Della V is the top dog over here. But J Beers says, what's the other reason to go into a pain management clinic? Of all places, it's weird as fuck, right? And remember this, he didn't show up on Embedded until episode, number 3? McGregor was nowhere to be found. Everyone's like, McGregor. Now, I was thinking, well, maybe it's because he doesn't want to do much media. He's been saying this for a while. But it was a little odd. And now we find out that he was in California, possibly. There was a video of him finally showing up. We were live. I think it was on a Tuesday, so he might have went Monday to the pain management and then flew from Cali or drove from Cali to Vegas, most likely helicopter or whatever. So that makes all the sense in the world. Why not be in the Embedded? Because he's going to get checked out at the pain management clinic. Possible, right? Now, listen, it's all speculation, of course, right? We're just throwing things at the wall, see if it sticks. But everything is fucking sticking right now. It's sticking all over. My wall's stuck with information.
Before Conor McGregor entered the Octagon in the inspection zone.
Yeah, but it's here where the UFC now has a major problem. Served by Ronda Rita, the canned margarita made with real tequila.
This guy. Listen to this guy.
To continue fighting.
Yeah, but then he sums it up.
But he had
case.
He was hurt before the fight, but he had 30 million reasons to continue fighting.
Yeah, but then he
30 million reasons to continue fighting. I agree.
Sums it up perfectly.
Conor McGregor was hurt before he walked into the ring. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. Whether it was watching him try to undress before walking into the ring and seeing how he kind of gave grace to that leg, him paying a visit to a knee orthopedic specialist days before the fight.
Yeah, but now you can see the exact moment when it was all over for Conor McGregor.
You can literally see it pop in here. You can see a shift right there. You can see the shift right there in the knee right there. And of course now it's done.
The question is on the board. Built by Revolution Roofing. Paying.
This guy's channel's crazy, man.
He did not know that McGregor made a visit to that medical center in California. Impossible. He's under 24/7 surveillance, not just for these type things, but for obviously behavioral issues. When you do not divulge an injury prior to a fight, what you are saying is, we don't want to give refunds on tickets.
Man, this is the shit I've been saying. I've been throwing it out there on Twitter. I've been saying it on YouTube. This is the biggest freaking gate ever. Of course they're going to force him to fight. Tetra, so here's the thing. He was dealing with this injury, okay? After that video, when he was throwing that kick, it could have gotten tweaked again and gotten worse. So say he had it under control and he was going to be fighting, and then all of a sudden, he's in the back room, he's throwing that kick. I don't even know why the fuck he's throwing that kick, to be honest with you, but he was throwing that kick, and he could have planted, when the cameras cut, he could have said to the team, he could have said to the UFC, he could have said to producers, he could have been like, I think I tweaked my knee. I think it's worse. When he was walking out of the tunnel, you could see it on the look of his face. It wasn't the same fucking guy. And the people that are like, no, he was fine, he was fine. All those people out there, I don't understand your reasoning for saying why he was fine. Like, what is this, like, it's like a weird-ass cope. Like, you could get as much information as possible thrown into your face. You're like, nah. I could be, like, screaming in your face, the sky is blue. And you're like, no, it's not quite blue. Dude, how much more information do you need? How much more information? It just goes, the list goes on and on and on, and people are just like, no.
We don't want to disappoint
completely healthy.
Everyone. We're going to let this fight happen, even though some can capitalize. Like the line moved in this fight, which meant somebody on the inside knew he was compromised.
Like I said before, that's the one thing I can't get on board with. I can't. Maybe someone knew about that line, possibly. It's not impossible, But I think there's a lot of smart gamblers that saw the line get close and say, hey, Max is the favorite. It's a closer line. Let's jump on it.
And bet accordingly. Bettors were defrauded. People attending were defrauded.
And the attending people, yeah, they got fucked.
The UFC thought maybe no one will notice, but we saw on walkout when he couldn't even take his shoe off that we knew then and there this was going to be a problem. Shame on everyone involved for allowing fans to be sold a bill of goods that they could not deliver.
Kainoto, this is not even about win or losing. Like that ship is sailed. This injury robbed everyone of any sort of celebration. It robbed everyone. Now, if you just don't like Conor and you like seeing him get hurt, then that's fine. I don't give a shit. You can go on about that. But Kainoto, you were saying he wasn't injured before the fight. You're twisted. You have changed your song and dance, Kainoto. Welcome to the truth side. Welcome. Now, what's up with this guy? This guy, is he going to... Oh, hold on. I don't want to show off the DMs. But this guy that put the post out, he responded. I hope I can get him on. Because that would be interesting to see. Listen, tell me what the hell... Maybe he's not going to come on because he's not going to tell me the source. If this guy is just throwing things out there... If he's just throwing this stuff out there on X and there's no source to this... Hold on a second. So he says, and this is what I actually believe to have happened. My opinions are my own. Go kick rocks. So he could be full of shit. He could be. Like, that's a weird thing. This guy must be ruffling feathers then. He should come on. I would love to know. Yeah, see, I reached out. I said, what time I'm in? So, listen, I hope he comes on. I hope he can clarify the situation over here. And it's not a bunch of bullshit. It's a weird post. It's a former media member. It's a weird thing to throw out there. If the FBI wants to figure it out, Drew Cashbo. I mean, here's another. Oh, I don't want to. Isn't Dana like cool at Cash Patel and shit like that? If his leg was hurt, he wouldn't be practicing that kick. That's false, dude. That is so false. Listen, the leg that was hurt, okay, was his right leg, right? That was his leg that he was landed on. So I think in the back room, he's like, okay, how am I going to throw this thing? He's been doing it throughout camp. Apparently, this was the weird ass game plan that they had. This was their game plan, okay? Let me ask you this, Tetra. If you believe, okay, that him throwing that kick, he wasn't hurt at that moment, is it possible that right after they were recording that little bit that they put out there, is it possible that he could have tweaked himself going into the bathroom? He could have tweaked himself the final kick that he was doing there? Is it a bit possible that he told the UFC at that moment, hey, man, I fucked up my knee? Is it a possibility? Let me ask you that. That's a weird kick to open up. Yeah, it's an odd game plan. I see a lot of people playing like Monday morning quarterback. People saying, well, why did he throw that kick? If the kick lands and it works, he's a genius. If it doesn't land and he busts his knee up, they're a bunch of assholes. It's like one of those things. They were swinging for the fences on something. Why do you think the game plan was to swing for the fences to beat Max Holloway? Like, why is it because they didn't believe in McGregor, the 5-year layoff? He's too old. He's washed up. What do you think? Or was he injured? You tell me. What do you think? They didn't believe in McGregor, so let's come up with a George Masvidal situation on Ben Askren? Or was he injured? And they're like, well, we got to find a way. Think about it. There's something very strange over here. I'm telling you, I'm starting to think. Now, I don't know for sure if this is true, but I'm starting to think more and more that Conor did make mention to the UFC, and the UFC said, man, you really need, if you can somehow find your way to this fight, you have another fight in your contract. Just try to make it work. Another smoking gun is the fact that the next fight was in April. He's running around telling everyone his next fight's in April. Like, what's that about? His next fight is in April. I mean, that's even a reason right out there to say, hey, maybe they knew about this injury, that there was going to be a setback. Who the hell knows? I think the Irish mob made his pay that $900,000 bounty to repay the favor because he got saved by a mob guy. Damn, that's some. Who knows? Read my whole comment for fuck's sakes. You don't. You do that. You do that so much because, dude, we have 200 plus people in here. It's not the Tetra Nova show. It's 200 people here. What do you think? This is the Tetra Nova show? Fuck. Can you guys tell him there's 200 people here? Could you just repeat that to him? I don't think he understands. I just realized something here. Hold on a second. All my Streamlabs stuff is not working. Did anyone drop in? Hold on a second. The fuck? How is Dana not pissed? Did you see? He doesn't give a shit. He made the money, right? He made the money on tickets. So he doesn't. What does he give a shit about? As long as Conor made his way in the cage, everything's golden. If Conor would have dipped out before he got into the cage, it would have been a mess. Huh? That's weird. Let me just try something here. Okay, this works. Okay, because I see the view thing is not fucking working now. Like, what the hell is going on, dude? What the hell is going on? Peter Griffin, MMA, says, Conor McScammer, hope you happy Polymark. All right, I want to know how many people in the chat think that Conor McGregor conned his fans. Let me know in the chat right now with a 1. If you think Conor McGregor conned his fans by going into this fight, whether it was injured or did he throw the fight? I don't care what your thing is. 1's in the chat if you think he conned his fans. That's what I want to know right now as I fix something real quick. Man, a lot of people, huh? Wow, a lot of people think he conned his fans. Look at this. What the hell happened here? Wow, that's a lot of people. Shit. You all think he conned his fans? Wow. Wow, look at that. A couple of people say no. Now, I want to know this. Okay, ready? How many people think the UFC knew about it? Okay, how many people do you think actually, let me put this in a poll because I got a poll up right now. So the poll says, was McGregor forced to fight injured? Wow, 62%. 62% say McGregor was forced to fight injured. Oh, that answers my question. I don't have to ask again. Wow, man. Look at that. A lot of people. Think about this. The UFC's got to do some sort of damage control. They got to do something about this because Dana going back in and talking to the media like that, the way he did, super sketch. Conor McGregor's actions in the cage, leaving the octagon straight to the his vehicle, very strange. The fact that the UFC, or I should say, how should I put this? Well, they had to refund people if the main event loses one of the fighters. Like they could refund people if people wanted their money back. I mean, I know for a fact because I actually got my money back. And I've told the show, I told the story of Moss and Jesse show. Check out Moss and Jesse show, MOS and JESSE. We just got monetized over there. Let's go, baby.
Wonderful.
Greatest third channel on YouTube. But anyway, UFC 196, I bought extra tickets, RDA, Conor McGregor. The reason why I bought extra tickets is because I was going to go with my buddies. I was going to sell the other ones because at that moment, Conor was the hottest thing out there. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sell the extra tickets, bump up the price closer to fight day, and we'll pay for the whole damn trip. It'll be great. They'll pay for the seats as well. I'll go for free. RDA gets hurt. When RDA gets hurt, I instantly started panicking. We asked for a refund. They refunded those tickets. No issues. Could you imagine Conor McGregor pulled out of this fight? Now, granted, Nate Diaz wound up filling in, and the rest is history. But I did get my money back for those extra tickets. Could you imagine if McGregor, and by the way, today's McGregor's birthday. Let's all sing happy birthday to him in the chat. He's turned 38 today. Could you imagine if Conor McGregor pulled out? Do you think that everyone's going to still go? No. A lot of these people are like, no, I want my money back. I paid 10 grand for these seats. I'm not going. There's no way. It's not happening. You could put Hoofy in there. You could put fucking Jesus in there. I'm not going. The most criminal comeback in sports history. Conor new video is out? Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. I don't think this guy's going to come on, to be honest. Now, after reading his follow-up comment, let me see. So, Awandi says there's a new video out. Let me just check this out real quick. Thank you guys for the donations, man. Super appreciate it. We might get some phone lines tonight. Let's go. Even if this is from the greatest skin, I can't see it because it's cut off here. For some reason, my super chat alerts aren't working, but I can see it. Let's see. Even if the UFC didn't know if he pulled out, they would have sidelined him for years, like they did when he pulled out against Chandler. That's another thing. So here's another reason. That's a great super chat right there. Thank you so much, man. Did he just become top? No, okay. Conor McGregor was sidelined twice. One of the times was COVID. They wanted him to fight during arenas. UFC sidelined him. They didn't want him to fight. They're like, wait, Conor. Wait, let's let this all blow by so we can get you in an arena. Sell, we need those ticket sales. Doesn't that make sense as to why they would force Conor to fight? Like all systems are go. He's about to make the walk. If they were sidelining him for COVID because they didn't want him to fight in the Apex, they wanted him to sell tickets, and they got everyone in the seats. You mean to tell me that they wouldn't say, hey, Conor, please, can you just try to get your ass in that cage? All right, so Iwandi dropped this over here. What's this? Oh, here's a new Conor video. Let's see. Okay, Conor McGregor just shared a video message since the loss. Okay, let's see. Oh, boy. I'm afraid to see this. Shout out to the donations. Thank you so much, guys. Arkham, thank you so much. He says, Conor wasn't even injured. He stormed out like a bum. He is. It was better act job than Roadhouse, though. I mean, it's not tough to top Roadhouse. That's not a tough thing to do, man. Even though that was an Academy Award performance.
8 years of age.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit, even.
We'll be back. Come on.
Okay.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back.
Oh, God, fucking help me, dude. Conor was forced to fight on Cola Cokes, his tuxedo mask. Thank you, tuxedo mask. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, God, dude. I'm going to... Hold on, my fucking video is skipping around. It's hard to defend this fucking guy, man. He'll be back in the hospital. Thank you, Tuxedo with the 2. Thank you, man.
Let's go. Let's go. I know.
How could anyone like this guy anymore? I mean, I got to be honest with you. You guys know what I'm about, right? You guys know I'm all about the... But this whole... Praise the Lord. Bro, I can't do this shit anymore, man. I can't defend this guy anymore. Just tell us, go against the UFC and tell us you were injured. For fuck's sake. Fuki's birthday and that Mohawk. He's an actor. Peter, man. Mr. Griffin, thank you, man. Thank you so much. God damn it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is great because it further exposes Conor fans for the delusional crybaby cockroaches they are. The most beautiful thing is Conor fans are the ones that lost out big. That shit is music to my heart. Conor is a con man, glad everyone knows now.
Kainoto. Shut the fuck up. All right? Let us fucking mourn together here, Conor fans. Let's have a moment for fuck's sake, dude. It's an A and B conversation. See your way out of here. Thank you for $2. JB says, how about he apologizes to all his fans versus say, we'll be back. Yeah, I know. I agree, JB. I agree with you. Wildberry says, you're making a big deal out of nothing. That fight was a fucking hilarious, and you know it. Laugh and move on. It's not. What the fuck? Nothing. Tell that to the people that spend 10 to 15 grand for tickets. Tell that to J Beers. Wildberry. How about, I want Wildberry, and thank you for the donation. Wildberry, I want you to apologize to J Beers, who bought plane tickets and olayed his way to Vegas, hung out with Renee and Freeze, got all pumped up. They're at the bar. They're at the press conference. They're at, what's it called? The ceremonial weigh-ins. These guys are like going crazy, and then they get conned. Move on. Conor's about to enter his prime. Shit. Thank you, Tuxedo Mask. Germany Hurdle. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I apologize. For some reason, you can see over here. So Streamlabs, I don't know what it is. The super chats aren't playing over here, but I'll read them all out. Here's Freeze. He was there.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the support.
Mos, Holes Fest was awesome. Jay Beers and Renee held it down like true MMA-Holes, even gave me free Holes merch.
Oh, look at that.
Can't wait till next year in Vegas.
Let's go, man. That is very cool, man. I'm glad you had a good time. Thank you so much, Freeze, for the donation. Greg with the super chat, $2 says, what the fuck did D. Devlin do to her head? I'm going to watch the rest of this video in a second. By the way, we are going to unlock phone lines, so this should be interesting. We'll take some phone calls over here, get to the bottom of the situation, and then today we will wrap it up unless we find out more information. But it's a done deal. We know he's injured, and we do have a fight week of DDP and Usman that we will move our focus into. Let's see. Kainoto coming in with a 2.
Wonderful.
Conor isn't always has been a studio-created champ. Glad you all realize it now. But hearing you all cry like women is just crazy. Y'all sound like a bunch of retards. Just look at what he did after winning the 155 belt. His fans are so stupid.
To me, his career ended after he became the double champ. Everything else we've been doing, let's let Kainoto in the joke. You guys want to let Kainoto in on this? You guys, should I even do it? Let me know what one's in the chat if I should let Kainoto. I don't know if I should peel back. It's like a magician telling his secrets. Conor last opponent, MGK. Let me know what one's in the chat if you want me to tell him the truth. Let me know in the chat. If they don't let me know, then I won't say anything. I'm about to say something here that might. It's just going to show that he has wasted his time for so many years with this crusade, the pitchfork, going after the Conor McGregor fans and Conor McGregor. I'm going to say something here. I see a couple of ones in there. Let's see. Do I say it? Do I say it, guys? Or do I let him just believe what he wants to believe? What should I do, guys? All right, I think I saw enough ones in there. Okay. Kainoto, I'm going to speak for all the Conor McGregor fans out there. All of us, Conor McGregor fans. None of us believe he's going to win. None of us. All this olaying and these songs and these dances, it's for the if he wins. If he wins, it's a great thing. We all know what has happened to Conor McGregor. We all know he's gone off the rails. He's a party animal. He's the bad guy. And we all root for it because it's just fun. Do I really think that Conor McGregor is going to beat Islam Makhachev or Max Holloway or any of these motherfuckers? Do I believe that? No, I don't. I don't believe any of that. Bro, you're literally watching WWE. No, I don't believe any of that. And you could ask Jesse. I don't believe any of that shit. I do it to troll all you motherfuckers. And a lot of the Conor McGregor fans are in on the joke. It's like Chuck Norris can fucking defeat a dinosaur. We're all in on the joke, but some idiots are like, wait, Chuck Norris can't beat up a dinosaur. We all know it's the notorious Conor McGregor. We understand. He's peaked already. As soon as that dude became the double champ, it was over. That's it. Ship has sailed. Everything else is gravy. If Conor McGregor finds a way to win a fight, of course we're going to be like, ole, ole, and we're going to dance and joke around. That's how us Conor fans are. It's just a good time. That's all it is. That's all the Conor McGregor. So to be so upset and, oh, McNuggets and this and that. Bro, I hate to break it to you. None of us ever believed in the guy. None of us. No one cares. It's all a shtick. We're all in on the joke. And now you're in on it as well. Let's get back to Conor McGregor. This fucking asshole. There's like, I mean, it's like never ending this shit. Now, I will say this. The crusade that I'm on now, though, like, because it is a joke until people start getting really fucked over. People are getting fucked over, spending all this money going into fights that don't even happen. That's where I draw the line. The greatest says, not going to lie, I hold on. I thought he beat Dustin and go on to lightweight belt streak 2021. All right, let me just say this. When he fought Dustin in the rematch, okay, I understand he beat P-Head the first time. But weren't you not nervous? That McGregor that came into the rematch with Dustin Poirier was the nice guy McGregor. I was nervous as all hell. I didn't believe in any of that shit, man. He was dragging his family around. He was all, give me the hot sauce. I didn't believe in it. It kind of all fell apart. You know what I'm saying? But it was just fun. It was fun to just hope that he could get the win. Because if he does beat Dustin, little P-Head, and we get the old McGregor back, you know, it's great. It's great fun. But I don't buy into any of the fucking notorious shit. When he did Roadhouse, it was hilarious. He's like a cartoon character. He's a lot of fun. We're just here for the fun. Now, maybe some people actually genuinely believe that he walks on water. It's a possibility. But I would like to say 95% of us Conor McGregor fans, and I speak for the Conor fans out here, we're realistic. Like, we know what's probably going to happen. He's the inversion of everything he once stood for. Yeah, this is it's like another personality. It's like another character that he's thrown at us. It's like, all right, I think we're done with all the characters. Arkham says the real moment was over, the Khabib fight. Yeah, Khabib kind of stole his soul. Khabib snatched Conor's soul along with his career. He was never the same. Talk now. Exactly. Yeah, listen. When Khabib, I will say, I agree. I think that's where I peaked too. When Khabib beat Conor, it was just like, we were hoping. And then it was just like, there's the reality. Khabib is a massive weight bully, and he was literally Conor McGregor at featherweight. He just stayed there. Like, if Conor stays at, I will stick with this. If Conor was able to fucking stay at featherweight and starve himself to death and just beat up the little featherweights, no problem. I do think Conor's the best featherweight of all time. I will stand by that. But moving up to lightweight, not so much. I mean, no. These guys, man, they're too big. And now he's bulked up and he's like steroided and this and that. It's still too late. Too late. Maybe if Conor took it a little bit more serious with Khabib, maybe if he wasn't drinking the whole camp, possibly he could have made that a little more competitive. Possible. But I mean, as time went on, and we're still olaying, it's just us having fun and just having a good time. I don't take it very serious. Like, I don't take these fights, I don't take it too serious. If I find a fun fighter, I latch on, I have fun. The thing I do take serious, and the reason why we're talking about this, is if this guy is conning his fans when it comes to tickets and, you know, all this other nonsense, if the UFC is involved and they know that Conor is injured going into a fight, I think there should be something spoken about this. I mean, I think that's fair, right? I think that's a fair thing to do. So this guy, man, I kind of regret. Now, Kainoto sent me that DM with this guy. I'm starting to regret that this guy, I even fucking brought this dude up because something's not right. Something's not right with that dude.
Wonderful.
Freeze.
Mose, Paddy looked like a jiu-jitsu wizard with his slick sub over BSD.
Oh, yeah.
With McGregor sidelined and Ronda at the picture, does Paddy have that it factor to carry the torch? The crowd loves him, even like Tyson and John Jones were doing the Paddy dance.
I do think Paddy's going to be a star, for sure. But he's not Conor. He's not. It's not the same. Like, he's a rock star. He's fun. He's got a gimmick. He's got a shtick. He's beatable. What they did with Paddy, they didn't do it. Conor had a path where they strategically put him in a crash course for the featherweight title. The matchup was perfect for lightweight. He got the double champ thing, and it was a blast. Paddy's not as good as Conor on the mic. Conor blows Paddy away on the mic. It's not even close. Actually, but in fairness to Paddy, who the fuck is as close as Conor on the mic? He's like a comedian, you know? So, I mean, he's charismatic. He's very likable, but he's not Conor. If he stayed in MMA, he would beat Khabib. I think I don't know if he would beat Khabib. I don't know, because I think Khabib would have won at middleweight. Honestly, I think Khabib, like if you look at what Robert Whittaker's doing, like going up 2 weight classes, you see these guys moving up 1 weight class and the next. Khabib was killing himself to get to 55, right? 55 was kind of a more natural weight for Conor at the time. But the fact that he was killing himself at 45, then coming up fighting a guy that could probably do work at middleweight. The thing I have with Khabib, though, is I can't believe he didn't fight GSP, man. I don't know. Khabib says right now, it's funny that you bring up Khabib. He says right now he's in his prime at wrestling. He says he's better than he was before. Khabib is probably walking around at what, 205? Khabib mauled Conor because he was massive. Khabib's a massive dude. But I got to be honest with you, man. It's apples and oranges. Like, Conor already achieved what he had to achieve. So it's like, if that's what you're hanging your hat on, you're never going to get the Conor fans. Like, none of us give a shit about that. Like, we already got the double champ status. The first ever active 2-division champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really, you can't take that away from him. The career should stop there. Like, Conor should have retired after he got that second belt, because Conor did say, I'm going to get in, I'm going to get rich, I'm going to win 2 belts, and I'm going to get out. That was the plan. He went past the plan. That's where the problem is. But if you just jump it in, Conor released a video, and it's almost a slap in the face to the fans. I'm not going to lie.
8 years of age.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit, even.
We'll be back. Come on.
In
the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go.
Does he have a cross on his finger? What is this? Oh my God, dude! Look at his ring. Look at it. Look at his ring.
Praise the Lord.
Oh my God, dude! Why is this happening?
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Maybe that's his birthday present. Maybe he got him like a religious ring or some shit like that. I don't know what the hell it is, man. Now, I don't know, man. Like, what are we going to do? Like, when he makes another fucking comeback again, like, what the hell? How do we handle this? I hate this whole Jesus arc. I mean, it's like his... I don't know what it is. I don't know. But it's definitely not what it was on the rise, that's for sure. Like, you could believe in God, but like now it's all like anything that you say to this guy, he's just going to go the Jesus route and deflect. And it's not as fun. I didn't bet on him. Did you guys bet on him? I didn't bet on him. All of this cope, and I am at home eating barbecue ribs, twice baked taters, and garlic broccoli with cheddar. The money you said wasn't coming, but I bet the house and won. I'm glad you won. I don't know. Like, are we supposed to be like? How are we supposed to? How are we supposed to give a shit? Am I supposed to care? I don't know. Like, how are we supposed to react to that? Am I like, oh my God? Well, how am I supposed to react to that comment? Please tell me the appropriate way to react to that. I'm going to open up the phone lines, friends. because you guys have opened up the lines, and we're going to talk about this situation here. And after tonight, I'm going to squash it. We're going to move forward until if a next big revelation comes out. But I am over and done with talking about this. We all know what's happened. I hope the UFC comes clean. And I did see some betting sites actually did honor and refund people for the bets, which is kind of interesting. They should all do that.
Wonderful.
But they won't.
Conor is on record talking about how he defrauded the Irish welfare system. You're shocked he's still doing the same? And the best part is when he does come back, all you feminine Conor fans will once again shell out money and cry when he loses.
What are you talking
Cringe.
about? Conor is on record talking about how he defrauded. I think Conor is a little manic right now. Like, what are we doing here? Can you send me this information of how he defrauded the Irish welfare system? Like, I don't know any about that. You know way too much about Conor. Like, it's not that deep for me, but please supply the information. Thank you for the donation. He's using John Jones' use religion strategy. I mean, yeah, John Jones did go that route too. Well, we got a new top dog over here? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, fuck, I just lost you. I hit the wrong button. All right, where are you? What did I just do? Oh, I just lost the chat. Oh, that's fucking bullshit. Might have to do something different here. Dude, this has been a weird-ass night. I'm going to open up the phone lines, but I don't know what I just did. There we go. What the hell? Why is everything, like, not working right now? What do you guys think about my new scene? You like it? I got to put you as top dog, man. Hold on.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Screw the Nikita Os, Conor MC Nigor. Wonderful fucking channel, and I'm proud to be a member.
Hey, that means a lot, man. I don't know about the beginning part, but thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Arkham, thank you. Hey, Arkham. He says, it's the Virgin Mary's crown. Oh, there we go. He's recently gave himself to Christ, which I'm happy, but there is such a thing as going over Christian. Since he is new to it, he's going to be overkilling it a bit. Yeah. Okay, so is that what he did over there? Hell yeah. Okay, thank you so much, man. So yeah, he's really going it. I always said this, and I say this to a lot of people out there that are very religious. Like, I'm cool with it, man. Like, I know I'm not a religious person, but I'm super cool if that's if you want God in your life and you're a religious person, I have no issues with that. It's the people that are like super over pushy with it that are the issue. And Conor McGregor is force feeding us this stuff to the point where it doesn't feel real. You know? So that's an issue, right? That is an issue over there. Moss is sponsored, but no, not anymore. Great Yash. I'm not. They dumped us. But we put in to try to work something out. We're not. So thank you for the donations. We were dumped by Paramount, those pricks. ESPN Plus never dumped us. Paramount did. They said it wasn't our fault, but it is what it is. Oh, shit. What up, buddy? We got Tommy. Tommy G Poetry coming in with the $25. Thank you so much. Says, Conor looked like a terrified, devastated, beaten man in a dark place as he walked out like a man with a heavy 900,000 G bounty removal debt favor to pay back just called in. Yes. Dude, were you here when we were live reacting to it? I was saying the exact same thing, man. I was like, what is going on with this guy? Yes. I agree. I agree with that statement. Let me put you as the top dog, brother. Appreciate you. All right, top dog. Shout out. My top dog's broken, but I still got to get you up in the lights, man. Paste you, and we're going to go. You're a $25 dog, man. Let's go, champs. Yeah, so I'm going to open up the phone lines. If you guys want to call in, this is quite a hot topic right now. Hopefully we could put this to rest. But if you don't, wow, that would be a crazy donation. Jeez. That wishful thinking. There we go. Top dog over there. Thank you so much, Tommy. Shout out to Tommy. Up in the lights as the top dog of the stream. Look at, he's got prime real estate over there. Big Tommy Tommy G Poetry, the best poetry in all the land.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kainoto.
Conor is a total fraud. His Christian spin is just more of it. If he was truly Christian and changed, he would not have conned his fans this way. He would know he answers to a higher power. But that's between him and his God.
I mean, yeah. It does seem a little fraudulent, yeah. What would you say about the UFC, Kainoto, if the UFC knew about this injury, which now we know they do? What would you say about that? What would you say about, let me put it to you this way. The fact that Conor's not mentioning this, could it be possible that the UFC is telling him to keep quiet? That the UFC forced him to get in there? Could that be possible? Let me know. Because I think it could. He might be like, hey, I'm just going to do this praise the Lord nonsense and I'm just going to run with this, and maybe he does believe in God or whatever. But maybe the reason why he looked defeated on the way in to that octagon, maybe the reason why he looked like a battered man before he even got a chance to do his whimsical kick, before his name was even announced, maybe the UFC was like, no, you got to fight, bro. We're here. You got to do this. You want $30 million? You got to get in there and do something about it. Do something about it. You know? Tuxedo, thank you. Thank you so much. He says, how is it confirmed? What is it? What are you saying? The fact that he was injured? There's enough evidence to push it out there. There's more evidence saying that he's injured than he's not. So yes, that would be confirmed. All right, we're going to take some phone calls. Thank you for the donations. Get ready. It's about to get crazy. You can call into the show very soon.
My name is Mystic. What's your name, and how can I help you?
You know what? I mean, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Allheart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a ghost.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Nice.
Which one's heavy?
Yo, drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is BBSB. I have a beach problem. Okay, well, this is a real gamer. Red, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone.
Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin Lee. How you doing?
Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question.
Yo, Sanofi.
What's up, Snozy?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin Jr. Hey, guys, it's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up? It's Pulse.
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clock. Hey, good luck.
Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
617, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Antimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Hi, Jesse.
Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. You know I'm not big on talking about fighting that much, but...
Hey, this is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
Nothing. Gotta talk about these fights real quick.
It's Michael.
Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck you talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, he thought the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
that horse.
Okay, Chrome, thank you, man.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey.
Anything else?
Stay white.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay, all right. Let's get into this here. All right, let's take some phone calls here. If you want to call in, we got the link in the chat. You can call anywhere in the world, and you can talk about this odd situation that has gone down UFC 329. Conor McGregor, if you live under a rock, you probably have no idea that Conor McGregor has injured himself, and a fight never took place. It was like tallied at a minute of just nonsense. Nothing happened. Max Holloway's like, just stop the fight. And here we are now, like, left in limbo. And now all the speculation about the injury seems to be confirmed to have happened before he got into the cage. There are people screaming and yelling, saying, oh, these people are just conspiracy theorists out there. But I need more information that he wasn't injured outside the cage, because there's more information that he was. We got J Beers. J Beers, how you doing, buddy?
Wonderful, Mystical. How are we doing?
Wonderful. Well, I mean, not great, because this freaking story is it's like a never-ending nonsense situation. But what's your thoughts, since you were over there, you got to be in Vegas, you got to experience it? What was your experience like?
And shit was fucking popping after that Patty fight, man. People were fucking hyped. There's like 1,000 people that have crammed their way into this fucking sports bar that we were in. And, yeah, like everybody was fucking hyped. You know, we're all fucking feeling it. We're fucking loaded up. That happens. Like, I didn't notice the shoe, right? You know, we had a lot of beers in front of us, so I didn't notice what you were talking about, that he looked different going into the ring. But yeah, there's just so many fucking smoking guns. Now, the pain clinic, right? His fucking I heard his coach say that they loved Newport so much, and it was so beautiful that they wanted to stay there for another couple of extra days. That's pretty suspicious.
Oh, God.
I showed a couple people.
Who said that, Kavanaugh?
Yeah, it was Kavanaugh that said it.
Jesus.
I showed a couple of people the injury, right? And maybe it wasn't the knee, but his leg was compromised in other ways. Maybe his ankle. I don't know. I don't know. But, hey, if we go out doing a jump switch kick, you know, to start, maybe we can make it look like I injured myself. Pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. All of the people that bet on Conor, pathetic. Let the record prove that I bet on Max. You can even ask Renee. You can bet free. You can ask Freeze. I said Max was going to win. Very, very pathetic. Now, as all of this stuff comes out, him taking his shoe off, he's not putting pressure on that leg. Now, he is kicking, kicking pads in the back, but haven't we all learned that going on? I could kick pads just like Conor McGregor using AI, right? Or just like any fucking great mixed martial artist. So I don't know. Maybe that there was some AI. If Dana White knows about this, like if he actually knew that Conor was injured, federal fucking prison, Moss.
Federal fucking prison.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Dana White had any idea that any of this happened before, knowing he was injured, and they looked the other way and let him go in there, could you imagine the backlash that this would be, from all the money of people buying tickets to all the money of people betting on the fights, airfare, hotels, all this shit that he was trying to sell to everybody, and they knew all along that this guy was hurt. It's fucking crazy. Now, I'm thinking this is, as we got most of the information in, I think he was injured. I think that it wasn't bad enough to call the fight. I feel that when he was in the locker room warming up, something happened where it got even more tweaked. And right when he was about to walk out, all shit that hit the fan. Like, he was like, well, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this injury wasn't as, it seemed manageable. He could deal with it. He's hurt. But the idea of him going in with that kick to take out Max Holloway, try to get him out quickly, leads me to believe that the injury was bad and he was trying to get out of there quickly, hopefully catch him, clip him or something. This way he doesn't have to go a 5-round war on a bum knee, Who knows what the idea is in the truth behind all of this, but what we know is he was injured, and it seems like he dragged it in there, man. I mean, when they were showing, when the commentary team is talking about him having trouble getting up the steps, like when they go back and say something like that, what are we supposed to be like? Oh, no, that never happened.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. Why instead of fucking shoes? Like, you know you're going to be in and out of them. So I don't know. Especially when you're not wearing any socks, your feet fucking sweat and they stick in a shoe. Like, does Conor not realize this? I don't know. But I will say that, like, there are too many smoking guns here. There are just too many. And I do think you're probably right. I don't know if the knee was as bad as it was, obviously, originally, but maybe that's why he went into the fucking pain clinic, right? To get some extra hospital. People are going to start asking questions, but a pain clinic, they've got x-ray machines, they've got CT scans, right? They can do all that same shit there. Unless he's on fucking like methadone or some shit and going into a methadone clinic, right? What the fuck are you doing there? Oh, and we wanted to stay in Newport, because it was so beautiful. It's fucking fight week.
I noticed. Hold on a second, JBers. I just noticed something here. You have said the F word so many times. Did Vegas do something to you? You came back, and all you say is the F word now. What's going on with this?
I honestly didn't even realize it. It's like I'm a sailor when I get outside of work, Moss. I just got back to reality. Give me a break here.
Are you trying to get me demonetized or something? What's going on here? There's more F's than usual.
Not trying to. I honestly thought maybe I said it once or twice. So
okay, you listen back, you'd be like, "Holy cow!" Yeah. Okay. No, go ahead.
But there's too many smoking guns. There's just way too many smoking guns.
Yeah. I'm playing that video of him hopping a little bit on the way up the cage. The big thing for me is when he was in the cage, though. Like, when he was in the cage, did you think, like, when they were announcing it, you're at the bar, everyone's drinking, having a good time, but when you were looking at him being announced, did anyone in the bar mention anything about his demeanor? Or was everyone just so hyped?
I think there may have been a few grumblings, but I think everybody was just too hyped. At least that was my impression. Renee and Freeze may have got something else, but my impression was that Patty fight was ballistic. Everybody's having a great time. So the world on at the exact same time. So the bar's packed with the World Cup fans, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of the UFC fans are in. And then once Conor, like, the walkout started and the Max and Conor walkout started, people just came and conjugated to that area. There's TVs all over the place. There were people everywhere, Moss, like everywhere. Mm-hmm. We had a pretty good section, where we had plenty of room. When the walkout started, we were like, it was like I was standing in line at T-Mobile. Buddy else. It was absolutely ballistic. And I mean, it was such a letdown. Like, how can we, like, it was such a letdown. Like, we wanted to see a fight. We wanted to see at least a couple of minutes of them exchanging back and forth. I mean, absolute joke. Just an absolute joke. And I hopefully people do wake up, but I know the exact same thing's going to happen because it is Conor McGregor. And I don't know how exciting. Yes, he's good for business. He makes, like, seriously, if you would have had Conor McGregor at the White House, that White House event would have been the most watched sporting event in probably history, right? He makes that much of a difference. And you're right about all of the bettors, all the people that are spending thousands upon thousands of dollars, plane tickets, hotel tickets, food costs, souvenirs, the UFC fights, like, just to come and see Conor. What a ripoff, man. Again, we went down there for Holes Fest, but it was all centered around the Conor McGregor fight. All centered.
Well, the buzz in the lead up, though, was pretty cool, though, right? So tell me about that. How was that ceremonial weigh-in? I mean, actually, even the ceremonial weigh-in was lackluster. That's a little weird too. Like, he was taking his time, and then when he did the face-off, there was no shove, there was no push, there was nothing crazy, there was no very quotable lines. Even there, he was kind of subdued. He probably at the ceremonial weigh-ins, he was feeling something that was just not right. He just seemed off.
I thought me and Renee had an absolute blast at the ceremonial weigh-ins. We were too busy, looking at all the bitches. Mm-hmm. My God, they were everywhere. All of the VIPs were down in front. We got to see so many people. The Skolets over here talking to somebody, right? We were right next to, them doing the commentary booth, DC and Dominic Cruz and, so it was buzzing. It was electric. It was packed. And there was a lot of standing in line, and there was a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
But it was an absolute blast. I thought it was electric, but you are right. There was no pushing and shoving or face to face like there was at the press conference. What changed in 24 hours?
I know that's the strange thing. Like, the more you look back and you start like reviewing some of the video, you're like, wait a second. There's so many signs that something is just off, and I mean, you can't just chalk it up to, hey, he's just old. I mean, there are other things that are going on that you're watching. Now, you had a run-in over there at with a famous UFC fighter who is actually on the card, and I want to tell me about that experience over here, because some say the fact that you took a picture with this guy and he was 10-8ing Bobby Green, King Green, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, King Green comes back and gets the win. Do you think that you might have cursed him, or like what do you think was going on there?
Moss, I told you, the curse is only alive in main events, but it didn't happen this card. It doesn't happen every single card, right? There is no curse, but Terrence was awesome. He was such a cool guy. He was nice. He's shaking everybody's hands, taking pictures with everybody. There was a good group of people around. Why do you have to show the one with my mouth open? Why can't you just show the one that I sent you?
What are you talking about?
There's like 8 of them. Purpose. Give me a break here.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Terrence, I was like, oh my god, Terrence is gonna win. I'm gonna be able to stick it to Moss. And then he can choke him because of the blood, right? And King Green is a veteran. King gets up and then puts it on him. Terrence gassed himself out. That boy does not like a second round. This is the second time that I fell for a Terrence McKinney first round knockout fires on me. I will not be making that mistake again. But again, it depends on who he's fighting, because he is a good fighter.
Did Terrence McKinney, did he DM you afterwards and say, hey man, that was messed up?
We talked about it.
Yeah.
There was contractual obligations, that didn't align. He knows what was supposed to happen. That weak shot to the liver that puts him down at the end. Give me a break. But I would have loved to see in the second round. Why is the ref stopping it at 1 second? How much time is left? You heard the clapper.
He actually stopped the fight early on the card too. The same guy. He was the guy, Kai Kara France. I think it was the same ref that stepped in and choked out Kai Kara France. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Moss, like I said, multiple smoking guns everywhere.
How drunk were you at the bar? Did you get like shit face? Were you like throwing up and shit afterwards, or how drunk did we get?
No. I mean, I was loaded, but I'm an adult. I'm a grown man. I can control my alcohol.
What about the hookers? Did you run into any hookers over there?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
What about Renee? Did Renee run into any hookers?
I will not say that he did or that he did not. Renee is also a grown man and can speak to that.
Okay.
But I will say Renee and Freeze, both very generous, awesome people. Give the shirt off their backs. They're so cool.
Did Freeze have any hookers? Did Freeze have hookers?
No, that Freeze had any hookers as well.
Okay, all right.
No, none of us had hookers.
Okay.
But yeah.
What did you guys do after the fights? When the fights were done, did you guys stay at that bar?
For a little bit, but it was just so. It's like somebody sucked all the air out of the world at that point, especially there in Vegas. It was just like something gnawing at your head. It just didn't feel right. Like everything felt off after that point.
Yeah. It's like you just saw like a major catastrophe, and everyone's leaving, right? So everyone's like on the strip. What was the strip like? Was everyone like quiet on the strip? Morbid? With people
strip still, the strip is still packed and still going. There's probably thousands of people that had no idea that fight just happened. You know, they're in there for conventions and summer league basketball's going on down there at the same time.
Were people olaying in the
World Cup
streets
stuff
still? Were the Irish in the streets at all afterwards, olaying, or did that just completely subside?
I did not see any of the Irish in the streets after, which or if they put their flags away. But man, there were so many people when we were in line for that for the ceremonial weigh-ins. There were Conor flags everywhere, Irish flags everywhere. And yeah, Patty is a big star. People are chanting, you know, Patty the Batty and, you know, all of that. But like, I don't know half those people show up if Conor's not fighting, right? He's definitely not Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor isn't Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So would you recommend people go to Vegas for the UFC fights?
Absolutely. It is absolutely incredible. Just don't go for a Conor card. That's it. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right. Thank you, J Beers. It's J Beers.
Stay white.
Thank you. All right. Well, we got to bring in a black guy because he told me to stay white. How you doing, Pulse?
Chris, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
So what do you think about this hot mess of a situation?
I just want to say something. Well, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the deal with Conor. Just my take. You know, it reminds. I was telling Ray, Mr. Highclack. It reminds me of the intro. You remember the show Malcolm in the Middle?
Yes.
Okay. In the theme song, it goes something to the effect of "Life is unfair," and it's so right. He got an insurance policy that will pay him for busting his kneecap. So on top of the millions of dollars that he made from the fight, an insurance policy is going to pay him even more money for breaking his own kneecap. And it's like he's already rich, and now he gets even more money because he injured himself. And it's dude's got a Lamborghini boat. Now he can buy a Lamborghini dinghy for breaking his own kneecap. And I just got to say, he's washed at this point. And it reminds me of a quote that Tupac said. He said, "The best time is on your way up, because once you reach the apex, there's no place to go but down." And it's just, it's so true. Now, he says he has one fight left on his contract, and this is my take. He owes us the Aldo rematch. Both of them are basically the same speed at this point. They could fight it out at a catch weight, but you owe it to Jose for UFC 194. You made your name off of him, and you treated him so wrong.
At 170,
he was just such a.
You want Aldo? Aldo went down to 135. So do you think he should fight him at 170?
Maybe at a catch weight. I'm just saying he was such a sacrificial lamb. You made your whole career off of Aldo, and the apex of his career, the highlight of his career, aside from the fight with Floyd, was when he put his hands behind his back against Eddie Alvarez. After that, it was all downhill. He had one win after that, where he beat Donald Cerrone with a shoulder blade. He knocked him out with a shoulder blade. After that, it was all downhill for Conor. He's just, it just reminds me of that idiom, the rich get richer. He got paid for breaking his own kneecap. Now, I guess that's a normal practice. People have insurance policies, but it's just so unfair. And it's like, that's the only thing left. He has one fight left on his contract. If it's not the Aldo rematch, give us the RDA fight, because that was supposed to happen, or Michael Chandler. But that's the only thing left. And if you ask me, I think he loses all those fights. Like, I don't think he beats anybody. There's really nobody, even if he fought, it's funny because when Gaethje first came into the company from the World Series of Fighting, if you'd have booked that fight, everybody would said, Conor would smoke him. Now, there's not a chance in hell he beats Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje will smoke him. Do you agree?
So here's my problem. We didn't even see a fight. So it's like,
no.
I don't even know what to say. And the Jose Aldo thing I don't agree with, because Jose went down to bantamweight, and they would have to fight around 170, and nah. I feel like that ship is so sailed. The only fight to make is that washed up Nate Diaz. That's it, the trilogy. That's it.
No, you want to see that? Do you want to see that?
Because here's the thing. They're both washed up. They should go at it for a third fight and call it a UFC career. They'll sell a bunch of tickets. Nate Diaz will find a way to ignite something with Conor. But I mean, I'm good with the Holloway thing. Like I'm good with that. I'm good with Chandler. I think just run it back with Nate for the third time, just because it's the only thing you can get juice out of. We're trying to squeeze juice out of a lemon that's already squeezed, you know. So I think Nate Diaz might be able to help.
You would agree that every other lightweight beats him. Like Fiziev beats him. Fiziev would smoke him.
I don't even think he's gonna get down to lightweight, to be honest. Like I think that ship has sailed. I thought he would, maybe, if he took this fight serious and there was actually a fight that happened. But he said that he had eyes on welterweight. He was going towards Islam if he won this fight. So I don't think he had any interest in doing Gaethje.
Man, Islam beats him worse than Khabib.
You would think.
This is what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
But how do we know? Like we're just jumping to we're not even seeing fights happen, you know? Unless you're assuming he's just going to get hurt before they even fight again.
He may. His body is broken. His foot fell off the last time, and his foot fell off again. And it's like, this is okay. I just want to end on this. The UFC, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I get burnt out on it sometimes, but then every so often, a new star will emerge, and basically, there's one or two fighters. There's one or two archetypes for every fighter. They're either a flashy guy, like this Hokit heavyweight guy. He has his shtick has been done. Or they're like a keep your nose down and scrap type guy like Lawler. Now, I like that I like guys cut from that cloth, that they don't have to wear, you know, like O'Malley, he wears every color of the rainbow, and, you know, he's flamboyant like Izzy. But I like the guys that keep their nose down and scrap. But the problem is the UFC is running out of star power, because look at who they have left. I mean, it's getting bleak. Like,
I don't think they want a star. I think the UFC is trying to rub out the stars. I think that's what they're trying to do. They want to have full control. With Conor, they don't have full control, because Conor walks out. If you notice in the video that I have on, where he's hopping right before he steps in the cage, he's got no crypto stuff on. He's got no sponsors on. He marches to his own beat. Like, he's got the custom shorts, but that's about it. He's not a team player. Conor's his own entity. And what the UFC is trying to do is say, let's squeeze everything out of this Conor guy, and then when we move forward, we have a whole new plan. Like, Alex Pereira is a UFC guy. He'll take it right on the chin. Like, what do you want me to show up, boss? Like, that's what they want. They want the blue collar.
Yes, I love that. I love that. He's down to scrap anytime, anywhere. Pereira. And I wish he was able to get the triple champ status, because that would have been opened up so many doors. Because heavyweight is where it's at now. Like, what's the guy's name? The British dude. Aspinall, when he comes back, then you still got John Jones threatening to come back into the mix. Heavyweight is back in business, but opposite of that division, there's no stars left. I thought if Khamzat had beaten Strickland, he's going to hold on to that belt for a while. Now there's so much parity at middleweight, they have no star power. It's but
it's a new generation. The stars are gone. Like, they'll have stars, but there's a superstar is not going to happen. I don't think in our lifetime, to be honest, where we're going to see anyone of the level of Conor's superstardom. I think everything's going to be controlled. No. It's all going to be a controlled thing.
No, you're absolutely right. But and then I just want to end on this. So, can we all agree now? It's either Khabib or it's John Jones is the GOAT, because they remained undefeated their whole career.
I wouldn't go Khabib, because Khabib retired prematurely. So there's too much what if scenario with Khabib. I can't. I think if you're really thinking about, like, neck beards, I mean, you got to look at Islam, because if Islam keeps continuing and winning at welterweight too, Islam has completely surpassed Khabib. Unfortunately, I mean, Khabib could have been that guy, but no. I mean, you got your Mighty Mouse, you got your GSPs, and, you know, you can go down the line of the typical Mount Rushmore people. But I unfortunately, Khabib is not on that list. I know it's tough to say, but I know people. Yeah, because it's like a what if scenario. But if he stayed around, he would have done this. He didn't, so we don't know. Right.
That's a solid point. Well, all in all, I don't know what letter grade you would give that card. The main event was totally lackluster, but it was a good card. I just wish it had lived up to the hype following the White House card, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was good. It was a good card until the disaster in the main event. All right, Pulse. Thank you, man.
All right, great.
That's Pulse coming in. Thank you so much, Pulse. We had 2 donations that came in. Thank you so much to Renee Digler. And Renee says, let me see. Pulse confessing to shaking down Simon Feck. Then we have Arkham Raised says he owes Mike C that fight. Both retire after. Is this showing the whole super chat? Let's see. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I think that's the full super chat, right? Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm reading the whole thing. This is in the back. Yes, he retires after. Michael Chandler, do you want to see a Michael Chandler fight? I mean, I guess it's a new fight. I think what the UFC is going to do is, because, like I said, it's a business. I think the UFC is just going to say, okay, who's the guy we put on the other side that could make it somewhat interesting? Unless they do what they did with Nate on the way out. Like, they were going to put Nate against Hamzat, and then it wound up being El Kakui. But they were literally going to slaughter Nate on the way out. Maybe they just slaughter Conor on the way out, possibly, because of what happened here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I still think you drag back old man Nate. You put both of these fucking washed-up guys in the cage. You got some sort of juice because they'll sell it, and that's about it. Matty C., welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Hey, what's going on, Mouse? How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
What's your thoughts on this?
Man, you know, I saw the video of the weigh-in and him right before the fight, but I'm looking at the warm-up video. Have you seen it?
Yes.
He looks fine, right?
I mean, so after the warm-up, he has like a weird, like he was watching the Patty fight. And also, too, I think that the injury was good enough to go in. I think he tweaked it more. So, I think when he was in the backstage, I think right when he was about to walk out is when it was starting to really hurt him. So he could have looked fine. Listen, for $30 million, I mean, you're going to make it look fine too, no?
Yeah, you carry it. I mean, I'm sure, you know, like when they're doing the physical, you know, the doctor yanks on the knee and moves it every which way, but he's a fighter. He can, like, you know, he's used to pain, right? Yeah. I think he was covering it up, to be honest with you. And I think by the time he was about ready to walk out, when you could see it on his face when he smiled and winked, like everything was different. It was just a whole different vibe. And then even after the fact and how he's handling it and not addressing the situation, it's almost like, hey, they're telling Conor, shut the hell up. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about this fight.
Yeah. Can you remember anything? Like, the only thing I can think of is Patrick Cote.
What's that?
Patrick Cote, remember that? Anderson Silva when he snaps his ACL?
Yes. Yeah.
Any other fight that you remember something like this happening?
Oh, that something like that happens?
Yeah.
Fuck. In the beginning? No. I mean, the Conor break was a little later on with the Poirier fight. I'm trying to think. Yeah, something like a freak thing, like right in the beginning. No, I can't think off the top of my head. This feels like a one of one, and maybe because it was the magnitude of the fight too. Like, and the card was so good, highest gate ever. Max back first time, like in 5 years, we haven't seen this dude. There was so much like excitement. People wanted to see him win. People wanted to see him lose, and then it goes down like that. I would say this: it's easily the biggest disappointment in UFC history. It's got to be. They were trying to call this as if Conor wins, it's the biggest comeback. It's the biggest disappointment in UFC history, just hands down.
Yeah. Are you gonna get hyped again when he comes back?
I don't know. I might try to sell it. I might, but I don't know. I really need him to act like to sell it good. I need him to come back and knock it out of the park. Give me a reason to back him, because it's gonna be tough. I got to be honest with you, because this one stings, man. Not being able to even see a fight and now with the idea of him actually possibly being hurt before he went in there, it's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah. Hey, but I miss coked out BKFC promotion, Connor.
Yeah, that was the best.
That was the best. Hey, are y'all still with Paramount? I see that you still
No.
have Paramount on the thing.
No, that's a donation code. No, Paramount's gone. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. We're gonna try to get him back though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, Moss man, good talking to you.
Thank you, Manny.
Have a good one.
Yeah, we're trying to get that Paramount back. I'm trying. They cut a bunch of content creators, unfortunately. So it's not just us. It's not just you, it's me. It's annoying, man. We were making some good money off that Paramount. Let's see who else we got over here. We got let's make some room here. I'm gonna have to kick you, Manny, just to make some room. We got Crazy Ginger. Crazy Ginger, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. I just want to quickly say my take on the Conor McGregor stuff.
Sure.
I really do. I don't think he was injured before the fight. I really don't.
Okay.
My reasonings why. Number one, when he was warming up backstage, he was putting loads of weight on the leg. He was moving fine. He was switching stances. There's no way he can switch stance, do that kick with an injured leg.
Do you think that he could have been injured but was good there, then tweaked it right after that, hopping around?
I think that's possible, but I don't think Conor knew about the injury.
Okay, so what did you think about the walkout? Did you, when you looked at his demeanor and his face and stuff like that? How did it?
I thought he looked so off and so long, but I don't think that's because he was injured.
Okay, so what do you think the reasoning?
I think it's because he's took 5 years off. If you go back and watch the UFC 257 walkout, I think it was, against Poirier, the second time, when he came back, he looked off for there as well. Because he didn't look as off as he did here, but he still looked a bit off. You've got to take into account that he done that thing to get him off the cork. I can't remember what it's called now. He done all that like therapy and stuff. So that's got to mess with your head. And I just think like he's 5 years older. He's a changed man. And also, if you watch one of John Kavanagh's interviews, John Kavanagh was talking about getting a Carlos Pradas fight. And Kavanagh even said he knew Carlos Pradas was a tough fight and he didn't think Conor could win that. So when your own coach is saying you don't think you can win fights, I think it's the same story with Max Holloway. I think John Kavanagh and Conor McGregor both knew no matter whether Conor's 100% healthy, he was going to lose against Max. So I think that's why he was nervous.
Okay.
And I think that's why he done what he done, because he knew his only way of being Max was like a crazy one punch, one kick knockout. So I think he was just nervous because he knew Max was so much better than him.
You think he was nervous because even though he beat Max, he thinks that Max could have beat him?
Yeah, because of the time off, and you've got to take into account he's took like 5 years off.
Okay.
If he'd been active the whole time, I would see a point, but he's took 5 years off. Just think about it logically, you've not done something for 5 years. You're going to be nervous coming into doing it.
Interesting.
So like it, and you got to think he broke his leg the last time he fought as well. So imagine you getting a big car crash. You end up in hospital, you end up injuring yourself. You then stop driving for 5 years. The next time you get in a car, you're going to be a bit nervous, aren't you?
I mean, I can understand he's human, right? So there should be nerves. I don't quite buy it, but I mean, it's not totally impossible, right? Why do you think they escorted him out of the cage, and straight to his car?
I personally don't know about that one.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
I'm not
right?
sure on that one.
Yeah, I would love to know, why. It would be nice to hear from him. Well, why not just, I mean, it's a weird injury. The fight ended prematurely. He was able to walk out of the cage, right, even though he was limping. So you mean to tell me he couldn't address the crowd that paid 10 to 15 million? That would be crazy. $10 to $15,000 on the ticket. He just left because he was nervous.
Yeah, I think that is disappointing, but I think more than anything, the reason he left was because he was frustrated. Because he just broke his leg 5 years ago. He's come back. He's put in all this work to come back. He's got sober, and now he's injured his leg again. Obviously, it's a different leg, but you gotta be thinking in Conor's head. He's like, "What the fuck is going on? I'm done with this shit." So I think in that moment, Conor was done. I don't know why they rushed him straight to his car. I don't know why they've done that, but I can see why Conor wouldn't want an interview. I think Conor should give an interview because the amount of money people paid was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's very strange that he didn't do that interview just to say, "Hey, I'm sorry to everybody. I got injured in here. I'll be back. You know, praise the Lord, whatever," and then leave. I mean, maybe he was completely humiliated, but yeah, that they just took him straight to his car and he left. Very strange. Very odd. That there's just too many odd things that happened in this. And I tell you, man, like I've never had a situation where I watched a fight and I saw someone in that cage and I was like, holy shit, what's going on? It's the first time in 10 years where I was like, what is happening right now? Like something seems so off. So I don't know. It's like an intuition thing. And so what about the pain management and that stuff?
The hospital thing you went to.
Yeah.
If you look into that they do cupping and stuff like that. And Conor did have the cupping things on his shoulder in the rain or the press conference.
Yes.
So I'm thinking it was just going for some cupping or something.
Okay, so the pain management happened 3 days before. Well, the video was dropped 3 days before, so it was before that. There was no cupping on his neck when he was at the press conference. So it looks like the pain management was either the beginning of the week, why they didn't show up for the embedded, maybe the week before, who knows. But it was definitely before all that stuff. And then the cupping was like, I guess he was getting treated for something else, unless he had a 2-for-1 deal. I don't know. But yeah, the pain management was earlier. Yeah, it was a little earlier, maybe in the week. So
but they do loads of stuff. So it absolutely could be that he had an injury, but it could be literally anything.
Yeah, I don't think the injury was bad enough where he's like, yeah, I'm going to pull out of this. Because if you could tell, like even in the video that he posted, I think he tweaked his knee and he's like, it's not, I don't need surgery for this. I could get through this. But I mean, a lot of people have had injuries before in their knees. Like I have a thing going on with my knee right now that I don't think I need surgery for it, but it's just like this persistent thing. And all you got to do is walk a certain way and the shit buckles on you, right? So you might have a situation like that. And he's like, I'll work through this and that. He was feeling good in the locker room. They probably gave him his injections and fucking cortisone shots and all that stuff. I mean, I've been on pain meds and things like that before where injuries, you don't even feel it, And I think when he was in that locker room, I think he was, he was on some stuff to kind of help him alleviate the injury. He was able to throw that kick. And then by the time he was about to make that walk, and this is my theory, by the time he was about to make that walk, everything started to hurt again. And he was like, oh, shit. And by the time he got into you could see him get off balance. I mean, maybe it's all coincidence with the sneaker taking it off. It's possible. If you think about it, we still don't have it from him. We don't have the information from him. He didn't really say anything about it. Dana White is going on saying they didn't know anything about it. But it was weird how Dana White came back into the press conference to reiterate that he didn't know anything. It was almost like damage control. So I feel like there's a big
that was very strange.
Yeah, there's like a missing piece to the puzzle. You know? I think that's what's going on here. I'd hate to be right about this, to be honest with you, because a lot of fans got majorly screwed in this. But I don't know. We'll find out eventually.
I do think there's a chance. Yeah, I do think there's a chance Conor may have had a little injury going into it. I think that's possible. But so could Max. Mm-hmm. So could any fighter.
Sure.
I've done a few amateur fights, and I've had injuries going into not big injuries, just little injuries going into my fights a few times. So I think that's possible, but I don't think Conor McGregor was going into it knowing I'm going to end up basically tearing my ACL.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Crazy Ginger. Thank you for the call, man.
Thank you.
That's Crazy Ginger. He says, no injury. Here's that video. I see you, Simon Feck. Here's the video of Conor about to enter the cage. Like I said, the reason why I believe there was an injury previous to entering the cage is there's more evidence. The only evidence that people have that he wasn't injured, there's only one piece of evidence. It was him throwing the kicks in the back room. Okay? That could be debunked in a second. The people that believe that he was injured before the fight, we have endless amount of evidence. We can go on and on about things that were like, well, this is weird. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? So, I mean, I think there's just more reasons to say he was injured going into this than there wasn't. I think that's a fair way to put it. Arkham Raised came in with a $10 super chat, and he said he'd fulfill that contractual obligations with. Why can't I see the whole thing? How do I see your whole message? Hold on. Let me scroll back to you, buddy. Can't let you get away with this without being read. My Streamlabs for some reason is not reading out the super chats. I gotta email them. Here we go. Contract obligations with Mike, and it's a fight Conor could win. Plus, Mike was the main attraction outside of the UFC during the pay-per-view wars, driving the UFC to be the best, giving him and it looks like a bag of money. Arkham, thank you for the $10 donation. Let's bring Tetra to the stage. Welcome to the MMA Holes, Tetra.
What up?
Hey,
can you hear me?
Yeah, would you dye your hair?
A little bit.
Nice. Okay. All right, what do you think about all this?
I got what I think is, as somebody who I only fought amateur, I fought 10 times amateur back in the early 2000s. Of all the people that could, if your knee is hurt, I believe 100% Conor McGregor thinks, even if his knee is hurt, he can go in with Max Holloway. Max is one of the few guys that if you just point towards the center of the octagon, he will just sit there and throw hands with you. Conor knows this. And he also knows that I believe he thinks as well, if he just stands in the middle of the octagon with anybody and they start throwing hands, he's going to come out on top. Now, mind you, he also has playing in his head what happened to Justin Gaethje. You know, that's why I think maybe he came out throwing the kick, you know, and I bet on Max to win, by the way. You know what I mean? You can go check Goat Milk for that. I think that he may have wanted to throw that kick just to catch him, you know, in the beginning with something crazy. It's not out of the world that he would try to do that. But I don't see Conor, even if he was hurt, especially if he was hurt, I don't think he would come out and throw that kick, practice it 30 times in the back. I've had a knee injury before. If your knee is hurting even a little bit, you're actually not going to even be practicing that kick. The kick that we see the footage of, you're not even going to be practicing it if there's even a tiny hint of pain in your leg. So that's awful.
Let me ask you a question. For $30 million, would you?
Yeah, but for $30 million, you know that you can go into the cage and just go straight to the middle of the octagon and point down.
So
one thing, it's going to make you look amazing. Conor wants the limelight. He wants to be like viewed as the greatest of all time. If he's hurt, coming out, throwing some crazy ass kick and missing is not the way to do that. When he knows with Max, especially Max Holloway, he can go and say, no one, oh, my leg's fucked, it's hurting. I'm going to go out to the middle and just point straight at the middle of the octagon.
So
and Max come out and oblige him with that.
So if your whole plan during training camp is the move, you want to open this fight, you want to take his head off with this crazy kick, right? This is what they've been playing for fucking months. They've been planning this, right?
Yeah, but if your legs hurt, you're not going to do that.
Have you ever had a cortisone shot?
Yes, they don't do that much.
But sometimes they do. Sometimes you go to PT, you get physical therapy, and you can get enough medication to not feel
You're
pain.
literally turning into Jesse on Fire or
But
Alex
do you know?
Jones.
But
with
do you know
it.
the injury? Do you know what the injury is?
Any leg injury,
What is
especially
But what is the
or
injury?
MCL, it hurts the entire time you're on it.
What's the
you're
injury?
not going to be able to even practice the kick
What
if
is
you're
the
hurt
injury?
with that.
What is the injury?
Any leg injury, I'm saying
You
that
don't
he's
even
not
know what the
going
injury
to-
is. There may not even
I'm
be a
saying-
fucking like serious injury. He could have tweaked his leg. He could have twisted his ankle on the way to the fuck. He could have. There's so many things he could have done.
all of that involved, all of that into the scope of it. He's not going to run out and throw that kick. Conor McGregor is known for, and he knows this, being able to put a fist, a left hand on anybody and put them to sleep. He knows that to tap Toro, just put him down. And he's a smaller guy.
Who
so
put him down?
why in the hell?
You talking about Ilya?
Yeah, Ilya Toro. He knows that he was able to take Max.
Did you
out.
watch the first fight?
So, yes.
Okay.
Do
Do you remember Max's game plan? Do you remember Max's game plan in the first
fighting
fight?
with Ilya?
No,
well,
no.
we're talking
Against
about
McGregor.
Conor.
McGregor, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about McGregor.
Max
he
was
knows
chopping
that
his legs,
at least
right?
before Ilya, nobody really put Max out. Well, Ilya put Max out. As Father Time gets hold, once you start getting knocked out, I'm just saying no matter
you're
what.
telling me, okay, so you're telling me because of the footage that they showed us from him training in the back, that disregards every piece of evidence, the hobbling on the way in, the ceremonial weigh-ins, the pain management, the way he looked inside the cage, when he looked like he was terrified.
Take all that. But I'm saying take what you're saying, yes, and all that is something. But this is Conor McGregor. His whole career has been made of him saying, I'm going to fucking knock them out. I'm going to put them out.
He starts every fight with a kick. Every single fight he starts with a kick.
Exactly.
That's his style.
If his leg is hurt, he's not going to do that because of all of the opponents. Max Holloway is the one opponent that will oblige you and just, we're not throwing kicks, we're not doing crazy shit, we're going to come out and we're just going to throw hands until somebody's out of it.
Okay, well, let's agree
That's
to
an
disagree on
option.
that one. Thank you. I appreciate it, Tetra. All right. Thank you. That's Tetra. Jesus Christ. We got Daniel. Daniel, how you doing?
What's up, Moss?
How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing baby bottles. You know how it is.
Nice. Okay. What's your thoughts on the situation?
Well, I called in the night after the fight, and I don't know, man. I think the game plan was very Jorge Masvidal-like. I think he was going to come in with that kick no matter what. He likes to start with those kicks, and I think he's been in that. He says he's been in that karate, free-flowing kind of state. So I think he was absolutely going to throw that kick no matter the pain. I have placed a nerve damage in my right leg from sports, not a fighter, and I have knee injuries as well. Your cortisone shots, whatever the injury is prior, cortisone shots, unless they really gave him some Joe Rogan horse stuff, it's not gonna. I think, like you said, I think when he came out, it was either one of two things: one, 5-year layoff, seeing all the fans, he was taking all in, emotional, or two, it was wearing off already, making that walk to the Octagon. But the pictures of him like hugging or just like in disbelief on Bruce Buffer, like I feel like that says a lot. I think he just absolutely in that moment was just the highs of high of being back and the lows of low that quick. I think he just wanted to bounce and get out of there. He does owe the fans an interview, I think. And I'm religious, but this whole ring thing and all that stuff was weird.
Yeah, the whole scenario was weird. Everything is weird. The lead up was weird. His confidence, the way he sold it, he's a good salesman for sure. But I think where it all started to fall apart was the walkout. The entire walkout, everything felt strange. It was
weird about the bloating in his face too. Like when you brought that up the other night, like
yeah,
every time I see a photo now, that's all I see is like an aged Conor McGregor. And I also think too, like if he praise the Lord, and he has found Jesus, and he just wants to be with his family. And obviously, he's earned a lot of dollars. He doesn't have to fight again. It could just be, hey, we're gonna go in there and see what happens, and we got one more fight, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna do one last, hoorah, let's sell it, and I'm out, I'm done. I'm just gonna focus on family and Mac energy or whatever he has going on. I thought Max's last comments, like, let's get this money. I felt like that was weird.
Yeah, it was strange.
All the fans already like getting up and leaving. He's like, yeah, come on guys, give it for Conor. We're gonna get this money. It's like, what? You already got this money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
I don't know. What do you like? I saw something where it said Patty backstage was like, hey, I'll go out there and fight Max like right now. And then Dana joked and like he's like, hey, don't eat too much pizza. So like, could they be like a surprise quick turnaround where they're like, you know what, let's just do a MF type fight with Patty and Max to kind of give the fans like a little bit of a rebate fight kind of thing.
So Max said that he's not coming back until next year. He got paid so much money in this thing that he got the red penny night. He didn't take a scratch, so he's just gonna chill, and he's gonna try to wait for a Conor trilogy. That's what he's gonna wait for. So he's out. Max is sidelined. He's not coming back this year. It doesn't look like, unless they give him a sweet deal. But I don't think they're gonna pay him what he got paid for this Conor fight. It would probably make more sense for him to just chill. So that leaves Patty open, and maybe if you talk at BMF, you might be able to lobby Patty versus Charles. That would be something that would be interesting. But Patty should make a quick turnaround because he smoked this dude. I can't see him being injured. He's in shape. There's got to be a way to turn it back around. But I think Patty's going to try to angle it. Maybe one more fight, and then you get a shot at the belt again. If Ilya, I don't know when the hell he's going to come back. Ilya Patty would be great. That's the fight I would want. But Charles seems kind of interesting. Charles versus Patty might be the one.
I think that would be the one. You still got the Charles Oliveira aura.
Imagine in Brazil,
Patty on the rise.
Patty in Brazil.
Patty on the A side, both Brazil. Patty on the A side, speaking English. But like you said, no one's gonna touch Conor on the mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we're talking about selling fights and the whole aura thing and just the whole package that is Conor McGregor, it's a unicorn, man. Like no matter what, win or lose, this guy's gonna have some crazy ass fan base. After a couple of months, people will probably start saying, all right, he'll be back. They'll probably feel better. I don't know about the people that paid money to go, though. Like, those people, I could never see them ever rooting for this guy again. If I paid that much money, like, I don't think I could ever root for the guy again.
I guess the only caveat or the only saving grace is, like, it was such a great card that, if you're going and, you're like, I'm so bummed and that sucks and blah, 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 but then you're going right back out to the strip or you're going to the casino, it's like, maybe you're talking about Patty, I mean, it only helps. That only helps Patty's, rise in viewership and fans and stuff too. What is the UFC doing with Michael Chandler?
I say get rid of him, to be honest. I
think he's sitting out there at the bus stop waiting for Conor.
It's like cut him.
Wasn't there something where he called out Conor or something that night? Or no?
He defended Conor, and then did say,
I saw his video in his car.
Yeah, he defended Conor, and I played it on Moss and Jesse show. We played it over there. Yeah, he defended him, and
he defended it because he wants that fight.
Yeah, he was kind of sucking him off a little bit. It was kind of ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like desperate with Chandler and Conor. He's got to move on. He's got to find a way to just move on from that. That ship has sailed.
Do you think? I don't know how the fighters pay is like public, but like, what did he get paid to fight on the White House card?
Chandler.
Because
that's a good question.
He is almost. I was, I'm pulling for the guy, but like betting wise, it's like
I don't think
this other dude's just gonna kill him. That's what happened.
There was like so we'll never know the actual, but let me just see what they were speculating. White House. I'm curious. You got anything else while I look this up?
There's always more to talk about with Conor, but I mean, ultimately, like you were telling person letting him in on the inside joke, it's like, as much as like we really honestly, truthfully, don't think Conor, like, he's just old. He's just, old, and like the ship sailed. Like, it's just fun. Like, my wife stayed up late and fell asleep like right before the fight, and so she woke up and she's like, "Hey, what happened? Did he win?" I was like, "Yeah, let me tell you about it."
I think he went to sleep.
He definitely won. It was crazy, but no. And so, like, he just has that way of captivating people, and I don't care what anybody says. I mean, like you said, when it comes around, when he has that last fight, we're all going to tune in. We're all going to watch. And if it's another train wreck, it probably will be great. I mean, if he gets some sort of Cinderella knockout, just stop there. Just stop. Just go out with that little glimmer. And at this point, you're just really damaging the UFC, not the outside the octagon stuff. But you're just really damaging your legacy of what you built. But people are still going to pay no matter what.
Yeah, I just looked up the so 421K is allegedly what he made for the White House card, which is probably about right. Probably right.
I mean, no wonder he's so positive all the time. I mean, he's getting his butt beat, which is crazy because like Bellator Chandler was great.
Yeah, compared to Bellator, this is pretty solid pay. But what's it called? With Conor, this might be the best possible situation for him and Max. Like, if Conor goes in there and gets slaughtered by Max, they're not going to do a trilogy. Like, that ship has sailed. But this weird freak situation that makes them lobby for a third fight, and maybe the UFC bites on it. So Max gets another red panty night, and Conor, instead of getting slaughtered, he gets another opportunity to I don't know. Who knows, man? Maybe it's.
But what you need is you can't have Max on the mic because it was terrible, and you have to have angry Conor. Like, you can't have religious Conor. He can be religious, obviously, and I want that, but on the mic, like, he has to be like vengeful and like just spitting, and like you want that gnarling Conor.
How is he going to sell this? Like, I don't know how he's going to sell this fight. Actually, I got another call over here. But
I think they sell it. I think they sell it like Conor. It's Conor's retirement fight.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah,
that's the angle.
All
right, Moss. I'll catch you later, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, be good, man. Yeah, maybe that's what they do. They say, hey, this is his final go. Don't miss it. Last fight of the contract. Maybe they go with that. I don't know. It's just such a weird. It's like, it's a miserable situation, an absolute miserable as a UFC fan, because of what we really thought. Like, win or lose, it doesn't matter. Slaughtered, or if he gets a win, who cares? We wanted to see a fight. That's what we wanted to see. And people saying that he wasn't injured before he got in there. I don't know why people are trying to die on that hill, to be honest with you, because Dana White, man, like, it's where is that video? Explain this. Like, it's just like everyone's just trying to find reasons to dismiss it, to dismiss the pre-existing injury. I don't understand why, when there's so much more evidence in the direction of this guy being hurt beforehand. Like, I just don't. Oh, this is the pink suit guy that completely blew us off, so I'm not going to take him serious. Josh, get it back in the back rooms. I posted this out here. The Nevada Athletic Commission Code legally mandates that if there is a change or substitution to the advertised main event, the promoter must offer a full refund any ticket holders who request one. Think about that. For you guys to say, no, he wasn't injured before that. No, there's no way he was injured before that. Then explain why the Dana White, on his way out of the media scrum, on his way out, went back and be like, oh, we didn't know anything. And if it was, we didn't know anything about that. Why would he go back? Why would he be stuttering on his way back in there? Why would Conor McGregor not mention a word about this injury? Any other situation, he would be like, this is when the injury happened. It happened inside the cage, and this, and this happened. In the other Conor fight where he smashed his leg in half, it was from this injury. I came in, this and that. All of a sudden, he can't even talk about it. If it happened in the cage, why can't he talk about it? Think about it. He would be talking about it. Mr. Hokett, how you doing?
You know why I didn't talk about it?
Why is
It's
that?
we're all written for entertainment.
It's a damn show, right?
Yeah, whatever, but a kid's a kid, right? Live with trauma, but a kid's gonna be a kid, but Conor McGregor's your hero, right? You're a hero right now. You don't want to see your hero lose, do you? That'd be suck. Conor goes in there for his fans to win, whatever that means. It's a win-win for everybody. That's why it's a red panty night for everybody. It's a business. It's only business.
I'm playing the video right now.
Khabib fly back into Russia to his mama because he was afraid to lose. Big deal. Loss on his record, but it ain't. It's all bullshit. The whole thing. Religion. That's I'm trying to explain that. I don't know.
I'm showing the video.
I've been up for 3 days. What's up, dude?
No, I'm showing the video of him in the locker room throwing the kick, the high kick.
Oh,
He looks
fake.
injured.
Listen. Would you
look at this?
Would you go tell you? My mom passed away 2 years ago. We're at the doctor's office way up in Tulsa, and then we come back. My dad called me and said, "Your mom's gone." I said, "What do you mean my mom's gone? She's gone, dead, died."
Wait, when did this happen? When did this happen?
Listen. 2 years ago.
Okay. Oh man.
But that part don't matter. But people are worried about money, all this other crap. It don't matter. It does, but it don't. It's all the license of steals right in the Bible. That's why the Catholics get away with the most crime, because they got the most money. 1%. It's all about, I don't know. It's all a game.
Okay.
This all, you get what I'm saying? But
yeah, so you're saying,
what did they do back? What did they do back when fucking Adam and Eve? Hey, God's the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, right? You know what my friend Kelly told me? He said, "Josh, fuck it. Just do what you want. Don't worry about nothing." Said if you want to cry out to Daddy, go say, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." That makes sense. People hurt people, right? They're somebody gets sexually abused at 8, whatever, but I just say it's all a fucking game. But evil and good, what's evil and good? I'd say it's all bullshit. That's what my dad told me. That he's Roman Catholic, and the Catholics are hard on their kids, but they do that. It's go out, marry, and reproduce. That's what the Bible says right there.
That's right.
It's an endless cycle. We die and go wherever, but that's why when old people get old, whatever, Conor will probably live to be 100 and still be doing something to sell a book, or I'll be the oldest guy it's the beginning. It's a barter system. That's why it's comical. Life, you gotta laugh.
That's right.
But what are you guys doing? I was just tired about hearing about that shit. I didn't care that he lost or didn't lose. I was wanting to put, but people don't ever get disappointed in your hero. Well, shit, I could make easy bet. Easy. Anything in life is easy.
That's right.
What I mean, shit.
You tell him.
It's a game. You know what? My dad's nuts. He's got a prison or a jail record longer than Al Capone. No joke, because but I'm just saying, my dad's nuts, but he know he can get away with anything, right? In America. That's why you come to America. You can do whatever the fuck we can kill some.
Oh shit, I just got kicked out. The fuck? I just get kicked out of the call. He's still talking. What's he talking about? You guys know what he's talking about? Let's see if he's still there.
Fuck the America. I don't know. I'm just tired, man.
Yeah, man.
I never got on a camera. Well, I didn't like getting in front of people, or sometimes some people just want to be alone.
Yeah.
Because, people die by it. She's up there. I live 30 seconds away from her, and she told me tonight, somebody's going to slit my throat. You lost my key, Josh. But no, I didn't. Nothing's going to happen. You'd have to worry. I don't know. Shit happens.
That's right.
But I'm tired, man.
We'll get some
What are
rest,
y'all
man.
doing tonight? Just talking about the fake entertainment we pay for.
We're talking about the show that happened.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love all of it.
That's right.
That's why it's a lesson in life. You can bet on a certain thing, and I'll bet on a certain. Conor will be back. He'll be back against whoever. He might even go against Khabib. What's his name? He would have fought Islam, or he's gonna fight him.
Yeah.
Don't matter. It's all a show.
That's correct.
But it's like I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about?
I got to move on to the next caller, though.
All right, kid.
All
Have
right,
a good day.
You too. That's Josh. That's Big Josh over there. What the hell was going on? Does anyone know what just happened? Here, side by side. Look at this. 20. What's this? This is a 5-year difference. Let's see the difference here. So crazy, man. God damn, man. It just looks so crazy. He looks guilty as fuck. My goodness. It looks like he committed a crime before he got into the cage. All right, now he's getting loosened up. Here we go. Nope, nah, forget it. Hold on a second. Am I supposed to go to the middle yet? All right, here we go. Let's just get this over with. All righty. Kiss and we'll. Wow, man. Damn. Here's some old school shit. Knitter Cans, welcome to the MMA-Holes. How you doing, Knitter Cans?
I'm wonderful, wonderful.
Nice.
How you,
Oh, shit. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. What a night, huh? What a night.
Yeah. I was like you, just disappointed that we didn't get to see a fight. No matter how it turned out, you know, what it turned out. We just didn't get to see a fight. And I don't think he looked the same after I went back and watched, It's just like you were just showing there. He didn't look the same. I know he's 5 years older and everybody changes and his attitude, but you're kind of still the same person, same attitude, the same what he is, He's acted totally different. Okay, well, maybe he wasn't. Maybe the putting on his shoes or taking them off, whatever was, that's like everybody can trip a little bit or something. But when he did those kicks in there, and that second one, he just kind of, he didn't like, I don't know, it didn't look like he landed, I don't know, it looked like he hurt something.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, they're good at hiding stuff, because they're fighters.
Yeah, yeah.
And he could have. It can happen to anybody. I mean, you're warming up, you're getting ready. We've heard it before. Some fighters have had to go out of a car because they have gotten hurt.
And it's impossible his knee was hurt before the fight. It was an impossibility.
Yeah. He could have hurt himself.
It's an unthinkable thing. The pain management, the stumbling, he can't tie his shoe, he can't take off his shoe, he can't get in the cage.
Yeah.
That's an impossible. But he was jumping around the back room, so he's fine.
I know. He could have tripped over like a cord. There you go.
Yeah. No, all that stuff is nothing. It's meaningless. No. He looks like he's scared for his life. Nah, he's got to take a shit.
It just looked like he was either really nervous or didn't want to be there. He just looked totally different. I mean, we've watched him for years. Well, me, but some people might be new. But it's just like he did. When you're saying that, and I was looking more closely after all the excitement I was jumping up. But anyway, I was looking at him more closely, and he just didn't look the same, even walking out. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, he could hide the limp and everything. He's walking out fine. But again, he's a fighter, and he's used to being hurt. They can hide anything. You can hide it. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I think he was injured, and I think we got ripped off. I think everybody got ripped off. I just wanted to see a fight. You know, I don't care if he got the crap beat out of him or what. I was just excited. It was the excitement in the air. It's Conor. It was come back after 5 years. You know, I feel sorry, like you said, for people that were there, but you know, I was excited here at home. I wasn't even sitting. And then that happened. I was like, okay, what the hell do I do now? Is like, God dang, just let all the air out of my, you know, excitement and balloon. It was like,
did you just say your foot was a balloon?
yeah. My foot was a balloon.
I don't have the soundbite for it. Okay, so what are you saying? Are you saying he got injured in the cage, or he got injured beforehand, or anything's possible? What do you think?
I think he had an injury beforehand, and now it may not have been. I mean, something maybe on it may have worked it a little bit or something. Okay, and like you said, like professionals or fighters are used to getting hurt, used to just don't, you know, hey, okay, I'm fine. And maybe when he went to go do that kick from hell, I don't know why he did, but anyway, I think it really torqued it then. Yeah. It was probably
Tetcher thinks he was nervous because he was thinking about Max Holloway smoking Justin Gaethje. Do you think that's why he was nervous? You think that was going through his mind?
He could be, yeah. He could have. You never know. It could have been in his mind.
Yeah.
I think he just did not look the same. He looked nervous.
Oh my God.
He looked like he didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't act the same. He didn't. I don't know. It's just totally. We're used to seeing what we were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
What about remember when we saw the stroke? Remember he had that stroke when he was signing the autographs, and his right arm wasn't moving. Do you think that stroke? Remember we were talking about that in the lead up. And it was on his right side too. Maybe he did have a stroke.
I don't. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. When he came in,
take a lot of drugs and shit. I don't know. I guess it could happen. I'm not a drug addict, so I don't know. I mean, that would be kind of wow. That'd be kind of strange. I mean,
wait, maybe we did call it. Holy shit! When he came in and he missed a bunch of embeddeds because, of course, he was at the pain management.
There,
he was signing the autographs, and everyone was calling his right arm stroke arm. Like he had a stroke arm going on there. Maybe he had a stroke. His whole right side of his body was all stroked out, and it.
You wouldn't be able to walk and do what he was doing in the warm-ups, though.
Maybe he got stroke leg. He might have got stroke leg in there.
Stroke leg.
Maybe he had a stroke when he was in the cage.
He wouldn't be able to throw that at all.
Patrick, so you're saying not? So what happened was he had this haircut throughout the whole week, and then he shaved the mohawk. This was the so yeah, we covered Patrick. We covered the whole week. Yeah, this is the same week.
Yeah. Oh my! I'm just had it happen. It's gonna. If he does come, I'm sure I'm still gonna watch him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now we gotta watch, right? It's his last fight. What the? How is he gonna get injured this time? What's gonna happen? He's like, oh God.
What the bets are gonna be. That's what the bets are gonna be on there. It's gonna have that. How is he gonna injure himself? How is he gonna get hurt? Is he gonna make it to the cage? Is he gonna be done in 1 minute?
A lot of people that saying, you notice this? The same people that are saying that he wasn't injured getting into the cage are the same exact people that said he wasn't going to show up to the fight. They're the same people. Oh, he's not going to show up. He's not going to show. And he dragged himself in there, all right. And now they're all saying, oh, he wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a lot of money and a big commitment. And I mean, if you pull out, we've seen it before though with other fighters. It was no big deal. They had somebody in there, whatever place, or they just said to heck with it and went on to, had the 12 on the fight card instead of 13. Even if, we've seen it, it's happened, but they're not as big of a star.
Yeah.
Or big of a comeback. And I just don't think he wanted. I think people knew. I think they knew.
The biggest comeback in UFC history. Biggest comeback.
Yeah, and the amount of money, and you put money in somebody front, they're gonna overlook something, or even if they're moving his knee around or whatever they're doing, he's gonna ignore it. Yeah, no problem.
I do find it very strange that he didn't so this apology video that just popped up, he doesn't even address it at all.
Yeah.
Like
it's just
he's just fine.
He walked out of the church too.
I tell you.
I mean the way he just left. He did not do. He was. I know he was embarrassed. It's like he felt like he said he just let. Well, he did let everybody down, but.
So there was no injury, then. There was no injury. He's fine.
There was an injury, yeah, but he let everybody down. I don't think he should have fought. No.
Do you think he was so scared of Max that he just fell on purpose because he was terrified of Max Holloway after Max's last performance when he got laid on?
I don't think he was afraid of Max. He might have been afraid.
Like people forget that he got laid on for fucking 5 straight rounds by Charles Oliveira. They just go straight to the Gaethje fight and what he did to Gaethje, dude. His last fight, he got dominated, destroyed. And then people are like, oh, Conor's afraid of that. Why would Conor be afraid of that? Charles made him look like a bitch for 5 straight rounds. Why the hell would Conor be afraid of that shit? That's the craziest logic ever.
Gaethje at least was fighting with fists.
Yeah. That's nuts.
What are we gonna do?
Conor, it's fucking, maybe he didn't see the Charles Oliveira fight. Maybe he skipped that part.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And finding God, well, if he did, he did. If he didn't, if it's real, fine. More power to him. Let's fine. Go. No biggie. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I guess it's good. You're gonna be, I don't know. What you put? Never mind. I saw that video. Who knows if it was real?
All right, Ann. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Moss. Love you all. Love you, Mayholes. Love you, Moss.
All right. That's the Nitter Cans calling in. Great phone calls tonight. The great debate. Pink shirt guy. Let me unfollow that guy. I'm unfollowing him. The fuck did I follow that guy in the first place for? I don't even know why I asked him to come on. This guy. Hold on a second here. Let me unfollow this guy. What am I doing? You don't disrespect me. What was I going to say? So if you just jumping in, Conor McGregor released this video, which I think makes everything way worse. Oh, by the way, thank you for the donation. Greg says, did you turn my message off on my other accounts? Did I what? Thank you for the $2. Turn your message off on the other account? What? I don't even know what that means.
Years of age.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit, you.
We'll be back. Come on.
Come on.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. I know.
So he's still in Vegas. This is his Vegas house. He's hanging out. The Lord is good. He's sticking with that whole thing. You're blocked? Wait, what? Greg said he's blocked? Yo, thank you, Mr. Adel. Thank you so much. You're blocked. He was nervous going to the cage and tried to discipline his fear by attacking. He threw a reckless jump high kick and came down on his knee. All wrong, just a freak accident. The silence is because he's embarrassed. I don't think so, man. He was embarrassed when his leg snapped in half. He came into that fight with the injury where his leg snapped in half, and he changed his wifism DMs and this and that. You gotta address the people that paid all that money. How do you explain, and thank you for the donation, man, appreciate it. How do you explain his demeanor in the cage before the fight? You can't go with the Tetra idea where he was afraid of Max Holloway. That's fucking nuts to even say that. Then he threw a second. Yeah, the whole lead up to the fight, all the evidence with the freaking pain management and stuff like that. I think there was a pre-existing thing going on, man. And all these fighters go in with it's not a very hard thing to think about. Max probably had an injury too. All of these guys. The thing that really got me thinking was when Dana White went back to the dais. He went back to the dais and says, "Oh yeah, we didn't know anything." I call bullshit on that. there's something if you rewatch the walkout, you rewatch him stumble getting into the cage, you rewatch his demeanor in the cage, everything about that whole sequence shows you something is not right. There is a missing piece to the puzzle that we don't know about. And then as time passes on, we're finding out more and more stuff. I mean, I guess until we finally hear someone say, hey, this was the injury. Like, we don't even know what the injury is right now. Like, we have no idea what the injury is. There's like, there was no injury? I don't understand how there's no statement to the fans or anything like that besides this nonsense that he put out. All those people that flew across the world to go see Conor fight and pay all that money. It's just hushed and swept under the rug like nothing happened. It's very strange, man. Very, very strange situation. I want to see now. What did Greg say? He was banned? Let me double check on this on Greg. Let me see. He was banned. Let's see. Let's see what's up with old Greg. How do I find that? Dashboard? I forgot how to find that. Your first account, 100% banned. How the fuck was he banned? Oh, maybe when I was reading your super chat, did I fuck it up? Here, let me double check. Greg is very bannable. Hold on a second. Let me double check over here. Go here. They let you see what you want. You see the things can be scripted. 100%, man. There's no doubt. I mean, when we got the FBI investigating shit, Dana White's a promoter. His job is to fucking lie. They had to keep this card intact because it was the highest gate ever. Imagine if they had said to the fans, "Hey guys, sorry, Conor's not fighting." What do you think the fans would do? They'd lose their shit. I mean, I'm sure they weren't happy finding this information, right? Let's see. Defaults, categories. Where do I find banned people? Let's see. Channel. Advanced settings. No. I'm going to find this. I'm going to find out, Greg. You got me thinking now. Like, hopefully I didn't click the wrong button. That could be me. Community. Okay, hold on. Blocked words. User management. Here we go. Standard moderators. All right, let's see. Where's Greg? Is he in here? Okay, I found. I'm in my back section over here. Give me a second. I don't think you're banned. Did you say something naughty? I don't see you in here. What's the account name? Greg? Yeah, I didn't ban you. I'm gonna unblock everyone though. Yeah, let me do this. How do I unblock everyone? Let's see. Oh, it's got what the fuck? 106 more. Oh, maybe. Hold on a second. I guess my moderators have been busy. I don't see a Greg in here, though. All right, after the stream, I'm going to have to go back in there and see what the hell's going on. This is going to take forever. But I don't see a Greg in here. He might be in, but I don't see any. Oh, it's so annoying. Was literally in chat. Yeah, I saw him in the chat. We were talking to him. So it's like, how the hell was he banned? I don't think I did it. Were you banned after like a super chat or something? The age of forgiveness. You're very good at repeating what Moss says and not thinking on. Oh, see, clear kills. Like, leave Leanne alone. What are you talking about? So, God forbid she agrees with me. Terrible clear kills. Shaming poor Ann Nittercan. She's got way more seniority than you. God forbid she agrees. She agrees with what I'm saying. Oh, my God. It disagrees with what you're saying. Oh, no. Block unless you spoke. Yeah, Yeah, I don't typically block. So, like, I'm looking through, I don't see. I like the injury excuse angle. It's a great storyline. I mean, it's not even like, what is it an excuse for? Or are you? Oh, so are you saying he wasn't injured at all? What are you trying to say? What do you mean by storyline? Are you saying he wasn't injured at all? Like he never got injured? And he was scared? He might have been. Maybe he was terrified. He was so scared of Max Holloway because of his significant strike percentage that he might have been. I mean, that could be it. It's weird that everyone but Conor is saying he was injured. No, he said it. He said it in a tweet. Here, I'll go back. Let's see. Let's see. So his statements were very he kept it close. What's Instagram photos of McGregor. Here's a prayer thing, a religious thing. I believe in. Oh, did he delete it? Oh, yeah, here it is. I'm sorry. So he has a God thing. I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth. Oh, I remember reciting that in school. He's very religious, man. It's pretty wild. Okay, so he went, the world will be watching. He reposted that and then went, my head gasket is gone, destroyed. I had no injuries going into this fight. Cue the where's him walking? Where is it? Where is him walking in Max clinic? Hold on a second. He's a fucking liar. What the hell? Dude, man. It kind of sucks. I guess he didn't think anyone saw that video. I had no injuries going into that fight. Where is it? Pain management. Everyone posted this shit. It's going to take a while for me to get to it. Look at him. Hobbling out. That was another fight, actually. Yeah, oh my God, look what happened here. He won. Alternate universe. Where the fuck's the pain management? Nah, well, you saw it. I played it earlier. So much because of this video that dropped. Dude, he just literally lied to everybody. Meanwhile, he's fucking going into pain management. Oh my God. Planted and jumping throughout camp as well as backstage before the fight. This came out of nowhere. I'm beyond dark here. I can only describe it as hell. Oh my God. It came out of nowhere. Ah, well, we'll let the debate continue. All right. There's some more news here. Let me rattle through, see just some of the stuff here. I did about Khabib and saying that he's in his prime. Hovich, what was he talking about here? Casey, thank you for the 2. Appreciate that. Conor is undefeated with Jesus. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh, it's James Lynch over here. Here's James Lynch. What does he got to say? Jan Blachowicz.
Saying that he had this bad weight cut and that if the weight cut wasn't bad, he would have beat him. What did you hear about that?
Always, you know? Yeah. This is something what I hate. But
like that, I can't stop thinking about it. So he says immediately after the fight, there was no injuries going into it, and then there was a video of him going into pain management. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You don't think they're capable of lying? Any of these people? They're all telling the truth, right?
But the weight cut, I was sick, I don't feel good.
So no wonder Conor's not saying anything about the injury. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No way Conor was afraid. Yeah, the theory that Conor was afraid is probably, that's the biggest tinfoil hat of them all. Afraid of Max Holloway, which is fucking crazy.
But yes, I don't sleep good. So if you don't feel good, stay at home and sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Don't experience, you know?
Yeah, I don't think that's because the weight cut's something you can control, right? You just, and they had, I know it's a little bit of short notice.
First time, you know? I understand if you will do like first time, you know? But it was, you know.
Yeah.
like I
so awkward. All right. They cut Michelle Pereira. He's done so. What a waste that guy wound up being. Never bringing my girl to the fights again. Wait, what? What is this? Wait, what? This is Brendan Royval, who got a win against Loner. What? Wait. What is this? What am I looking at here? Never bringing my girl to the fights again. Brendan Royval in the house. Oh, is it? Oh, because everyone's posting about his girl? Damn, how did Raw Dog... Man, Raw Dog did all right. Look at Raw Dog. Holy smokes. Okay. I don't know what the thing with that is. Here's Sean Strickland with the boys. You all think it was a real injury? Who knows? I tell you, who knows what to think anymore, to be honest. According to Conor, he wasn't injured. He wasn't injured to the fight. I don't know what's going on. She has nice eyes. Yeah, she does.
Bro, I'm walking. I got a gun on me. This black man walking up behind me with a fucking insane buck knife, dog. What's with the knife, dog?
Hey,
are you a fucking jihadist? What are we doing here?
Hey, he's gonna cut your head off.
All right, well, he had to get shot today. Oh, yeah. Fucking the knife guys, right? We're fucking weird. Bro,
you just walk around with a knife like that?
And then his boyfriend has a fucking Hello Kitty knife, bro. Do you guys never plan on getting pussy ever? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Oh, that's fucking crazy. All right, we played this. Where the hell is Sean? Jesus fix these kids, he says.
Bro, and then his boyfriend has a fucking Hello Kitty knife, bro. Do you guys never plan on getting pussy ever? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Oh, my God.
Bro, I'm walking. I got a gun on me.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Sean Strickland going crazy. What else we got here? Who are you guys picking, DDP or Usman? We're going to get more into that on Thursday. We're going to lock in on that. I'm still going with DDP. But Usman's got bad knees, so brace for impact. Patty Pillman says he feels bad for BSD. So this is Khabib talking about it's in Russian, but he's talking about Ian Gary. He says Ian Gary runs a lot. His striking comes from a long distance. We've never faced an opponent this tall. So we'll have to chase him, close the distance, grab him, and take him down. It'll be a difficult fight. Islam is almost 35. So he's saying how Islam is almost 35. It's going to be a difficult fight. Maybe he's trying to say things like that to kind of soften up Gary a little bit, make it seem like that Islam might be in over his head or some shit like that. I don't know. It's a weird thing to say. He also says he's in his prime now. His wrestling skills is far better than he was when he was retired back in 2020. Is he coming out of retirement? People think my prime was between 2018 and 2020, but I wasn't in my prime back then. I turned 32 in September 2020, and I retired in October, so I hadn't even really begun yet. My grappling has improved tremendously since then. In 2026, it's much better than it was in 2020. I watch my old fights. Now I think, how could I have made that mistake here? Meanwhile, people watching from the outside say, wow, what a level. But to me, that's not the level. My grappling is far better now, and the guys who trained with me in both 2020, 2026 say the same thing. So Khabib is at his peak, and he's around middleweight right now. Right? Actually, he's heavier than middleweight. Probably light heavy. Maybe even heavier than that. So if he comes back, definitely not coming back to 55, not going back to 70. Maybe you'll catch him at 185. Let's see that wrestling. I tell you what, though, if Khabib did stay active, I said it when he was retiring. I said he will be forgotten because of how early he did retire. Like, eventually, the sport will just completely move on, and he will be forgotten because he did retire. He retired at the top of his game. And when he became champion, I think he was a lot more entertaining, honestly. When he became champion, that's when it really started getting exciting with Khabib. He was actually becoming, like, really fun to watch fight. But then he hung it up, and now he's saying he's in his prime. So I don't know what you can take from that. It's all hearsay. Like, his prime in the gym may not transfer over into the cage. Oh, wait, Greg is back in the chat. What the fuck? Wait a second. How the hell did Greg get back in the chat? You had me go on this wild goose chase, and now you're good? Well, I'm glad you're back. Look at that. Greg is back. Not if you count. He's been fighting since he was, 3 years old? Oh, you just explained? Okay. Hey, he comes back, beats Conor, and the second O'Connor beats him in the hoop. This shit. He don't want to lose his perfect record. Yeah, well, he's listening to his mom, right? His mom didn't want him to fight, and he didn't want to go up a weight class. He wanted to stick, to the 155. Fox Nation, BKFC. Here's the the removal of Michelle Pereira. Such a shame, man, because when this guy came in, he was fun, man. Turned into a complete tomato can. Sean O'Malley, an MMA guru. No comment. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Wow, 24-38, age undefeated. Look at this. Crazy, man. He should have listened to Khabib's mom and retired right after Eddie Alvarez. Blachowicz making fun of Jamal Hill's belly. Oh my God.
Were you surprised to hear Jamal Hill move up just because he's had a lot of injuries and everything?
How fat he is right now, so I'm not impressed.
Not impressed with Jamal Hill's physique, no?
Yeah, we will see how he's gonna move.
Well, I think part of it I was gonna say he's coming off an injury too, so I wonder. But I guess you could diet and get down too, right?
No, yeah, but I have a lot of injuries and surgeries, and I never look so bad like him, So he just,
He's a big fat black man.
Wonderful.
He's a big fat black man. Paddy Pimblett wanted to step in against Max Holloway. I did see this. Yeah, he's like, yeah, put me in. I'll fight Max. Max is not going to take that fight. He says he wants a break. But I tell you what, give me Paddy Ilya. If Ilya is indeed healing like Wolverine, Paddy Pimblett versus Ilya Taporia, take my money. There's Paddy in the back rooms. Hey, lad. He hits the vape right after he hit the vape. Man, this guy, he's hitting the vape. He's eating his cheeseburgers. He don't give a fuck, Paddy. Look at this. Look at this walkout compared to the other one. I mean, what the hell, man? What a difference. And I'm not even talking about the look of his face, like him being older. Fuck that. You get age, it happens to all of us, right? Dude, what happened to this guy? This is a guy going in there with full confidence. The other guy that came in, it's like a shell of himself. Unbelievable, man. Hopefully Paddy could step up to the plate, man, because he is fun. He is fun. Here's Paddy watching. Oh, this is crazy, man. He was watching Luke Riley behind the scenes. Look at this. He's in a hotel while the fights are going on. That wasn't even Prime Conor that I showed there. Yeah, that wasn't even Prime Conor. You saying this is that's not Prime Conor. That was Conor. Wasn't that versus Cowboy? That definitely wasn't Prime Conor. Where was it? I lost it. I really feel for Conor. I can't relate because I've never lost, but I feel. Look at Chell with the nice words for Conor. Then you had this Cunningham chick pointing with Max Holloway. I mean, good for Max. He got paid. He got paid. Look at this shit, man. So September, Noche? Oh, shit, this could be in Arizona. Cortez Acosta versus Curtis Blades. September, UFC Noche will be here in Arizona. This is where I will be in attendance doing some sort of gathering. So if you're near AZ, let's link up, baby. Let's link up in AZ. Let's link up. Look at this. Paddy Pimblett. What a shot with him and Saint Denis. Whoof! What a shot. What a picture that is. Could you imagine being in Benoit Saint Denis' position in that? Oh, my God. How embarrassing could that be? Benoit Saint Denis. Benoit Ben Denis. All right, guys, listen. We're going to roll into on Thursday's show. We're going to talk about the fights coming up on Saturday. We're going to remove ourselves unless something crazy pops off about McGregor. I'm kind of sick of it. He can kind of crawl under a rock. But if anything pops up that's we can use for information on the situation with McGregor, of course, we'll cover it. But this weekend, we got Usman versus DDP, which I think is a pretty solid fight. If Usman could get the win here, holy shit, man. Now we got Usman trying to run at middleweight. You got Sean Strickland. You got a possible rematch. They fought at welterweight. So if Usman can get this done, I think it's better, to be honest. Like, DDP already fought Sean twice. I don't need to see a third between those. Honestly, I don't really need to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing Usman actually run it back with Strickland. I wouldn't see Strickland get a little revenge. We're going to need to get our press passes squared. We'll see. I mean, I'll try. I will try. I don't know how that will work, but we'll see. But I'll definitely, I'll most likely have someone in the tent. We'll probably cover it that way. I'm glad you had fun in Vegas. Usman Strickland 2. Like, wouldn't we rather? What would you rather see? Would you rather see DDP 3 with Strickland or Usman Strickland 2? I think a lot of people didn't even know that Strickland and Usman fought way back in the day. And Usman won. So it would be a redemption fight for Strickland. But I kind of would like to see that. Dude, Usman didn't look bad in his last one. So we'll see what Kamaru can do with DDP. But it's a pretty interesting fight. The age on Usman now, how old is he? Kamaru is, man, he's 39. 6 foot. He's only an inch shorter. He's got the same reach. Damn, they're damn near the same size. Most of the people picking DDP. Amazing how easily some people can lie. Usman Strickland 2, right? Have you ever done? No, I never competed. No, I'm a white belt in judo from when as a kid, but no, I've been covering this for 10 years. We all lie every day. Parting, I just lied to you. I don't answer questions. I'll work those from my end. Maybe I can get some paperwork submitted. So with the media stuff, I've applied multiple times and got denied every freaking time. Even back in the day we applied. I'm pretty sure I'm on the naughty list because if you notice, a lot of people that have credentials have way less of a following than me. Have been doing it for less time than me. I think it's just because right place, right time. They're saying the right things. You're not attached to any. I mean, I got some pretty controversial shows that I've thrown out there. So I don't think I'm on the nice list. But I will keep on putting out credentials and seeing if I can get holes in there. That's the plan. But if I can't, I have options. We did on the last one. We had Micah come in, and he reported from within the. So we can do content. I have other ways. If I can't get the holes in there, I got connections that we can do content with them. We can collaborate that way. I will go in. I'll get in any way I can. So we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. We got plans. But I think we got to get Simon Feck. Go check out Simon Feck's video of him at the X. That shit was hilarious, man. And go check. By the way, check out Moss and Jesse's show. And I just had a conversation with Jesse about this Moss show, and it is doing pretty well considering we just got it started. So if you have not seen this channel, I didn't put and. Oh, it still comes up. Even if you go MOS and JESSC, yeah, our last video was our highest viewed video yet. So go check this one out here. We just surpassed. We got 542 with the subscribers. Moss and Jesse show is a brand spanking new channel. It's a super channel with 2 channels fighting into one. It might be bigger than everything that we've ever done before. So get in. Our last episode was a banger. Go check it out over there, Moss and Jesse show, and check out the other channel as well on the MMA-Holes. Hit the like on this. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Thank you to the donators. Like I said, Paramount Plus deal went kaput, but it's okay. I got you guys. You guys have been so supportive throughout the years. So thanks to the members, the top dog of the stream, Tommy G Poetry up in the lights over here. We got the brand new studio that I've been working on. Hopefully you guys like the new studio. But yeah, shout out to Tommy over here, the chat. And we'll be back on Thursday. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. Good night, guys.
It's time!
What the hell's going on? My song. My computer's been acting really weird lately. What the fuck? Damn, I sound like J-Beers. J-Beers down with the F word. I gotta calm that down. I say trying to be MMA Gru? MMA Gru. By the way, we're the first to ever do this, Patrick. We're not trying to be anyone. We are literally the first YouTube channel to do this, so.
Casual.
Damn. Hold on a second. And Crazy Ginger, because you disagree with my beautiful opinions, you're saying I'm ripping other people. Dude, I started this before them all. What are you talking about? I literally started this whole genre of what we're doing over here. How dare you disrespect this channel with a casual statement like that? Oh, we disagree, so I'm going to attack you. Disagree with that nonsense. That's what unbelievable disrespect. Bend the knee to the king. Now become a member, you cheap fuck.